Stream Elements says, Scorpwana is now live. Streaming Star Trek Online, Flushing one galaxy at a time, October 27, 2022. Scorpwana says, damn you fucker. Orion 1 star says, why did I see a movie playing when I'm looking at a game?
I know, right? Hello there, Orion. That's the way the things are. Let's see. What is around here?
Orion 1 star says, I just don't understand why did that happen and what was the name of that movie. I might want to check it out.
Mac and Me. From 80 something. Alien, an alien baby is found by a boy. It's kind of like E.T. in a way. Arr.
Orion 1 star says, I remember this one and the boys in a wheelchair, so basically we got an Elliot with CP.
Yeah. It's like the parents come crashing down and they're looking for their baby and they're naked and they walk weird and he takes care of it and then they become like U.S. citizens at the end of the movie. Or something like that, or world citizens or something of that nature. I can't remember exactly. How are you doing?
Orion 1 star says, only thing that was never explained is why they were driving a pink car. I think there was a pretty big time skip at the end when you see that scene, but it never explains how much time went by.
Yeah. Well, movies back then had you kind of put it together yourself, you know. More on word dialogue than visual effects and things. Oh crap, already. That Voth guy should disappear. Shouldn't be showing up to everybody. Hopefully I can get over there before they destroy the Rex. Oh crap. Damn. It's too late. What do we have today? Defeat Tholian's ground. Oh crap.
Orion 1 star says, so the scene was basically Pliant going down a cliff in his wheelchair, wasn't it? If I'm remembering accurately, I'm guessing because it was a really small picture to see.
Boom, 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 boom. Well, probably like a dummy with a chair. Hey again, Ox. What's up, dude?
Orion 1 star says, well, I'm sure it was, I mean, they're not going to put a kid at risk, but I'm just saying story-wise that was supposed to be what was happening.
Yeah. Yeah, the kid goes into the water. Little Mac, that he calls him.
All 3 silos are
Dives in to save him.
Excellent work.
They become twins.
OXNYX053 says, Mac and me?
Yes. I played a little video clip of it before the stream got started, really. Just Call Me Cora talked about it yesterday. That whenever Paul Rudd...
OXNYX053 says, I was thinking Juno for some reason.
Juno. Every time that Paul Rudd would get on Conan, and he'd have like a clip to play of his latest movie or work or whatever, they would play that clip instead. So it's like a little joke. If it's not funny, I apologize. Okay, let's go back over here. Brrrr. Don't have to worry about the Rex right here.
OXNYX053 says, wasn't that the movie with Michael Lee Kaluklan in a wheelchair? Spelling way off.
No, it was some other dude that I don't think ever really had another acting role or whatever after that. Anything like The Good Son or something? Was he in a wheelchair in that? Macaulay Culkin stars as a child porn star actor.
Orion 1 star says, that was Macaulay Culkin in that movie The Good Son, really creepy, remind me of Damien.
Yeah, I just don't remember if he was ever in like a wheelchair in that. One day I'm gonna learn how to eat. Eat where shit doesn't get all over everything I have. But that's what computers are for.
Orion 1 star says, yeah, no, he wasn't. And as to the last comment, yeah, my spelling was way off because of the voice interface. It was supposed to say Elliot with CP.
Elliot with CP. Elliot. It was CP. And what is CP? I don't know what that is. Is that like a disorder or the reason someone is in a wheelchair?
Orion 1 star says, cerebral palsy.
Oh, that. Okay.
OXNYX053 says, no, some girl got pregnant trying to convince a gay guy he was straight. While in a Catholic school. Kaluklan was a background-ish supporting character. His sister was the villain. How got I am a goody too. Shoes points for helping him, because he was wheelchair bound.
Oh. And that's one of the movies he was in before. It was a long way to go and a short time to get there. But eastbound, watch old man didn't run. Boom on its side. Nice.
OXNYX053 says, once the villain threw a Bible at Juno. Just after Juno said words cannot hurt me.
Bible words. So I like to play a video clip, audio clip, or whatever at the
Orion
beginning.
1 star says, so she basically got the book thrown at her.
So that whenever I export it over to YouTube, if it catches any kind of copyright claim or anything like that, it can be trimmed out.
OXNYX053 says, the call out to religious hypocriticalism was steeper than the one from Repo Man.
Repo Man burning out his fuse up here alone. I think it's gonna be a long, long time.
OXNYX053 says, not even basically, but literally.
Literally.
Orion 1 star says, what was that about copyright?
Whenever I add something to my stream, like a command to play a video clip, audio clip, I like to test it out at the beginning when there's no chatter going on or whatever, so that if I need to, I can trim it out after I put it on YouTube, because YouTube can copyright claim a lot of stuff, or people can through YouTube.
Elmo wanna ask you a question. Would you like to drop acid with Elmo?
Why, thank you, Elmo. Battery acid? Or whenever people were trapping back in the day, they'd do some sort of acid thing to their traps. Never could figure that out. Just watch the fuckers. SpaghettiOs and meatballs. Good. Ugh.
OXNYX053 says, decent example, because that is not the correct voice actor.
You know, when I was growing up, in the 80s, and Sesame Street would be on, I never remembered seeing Elmo. Not until the late 90s. But I never really watched Sesame Street that much. Just whenever it was on PBS or whatever. And then in like the 90s or something like that, late 90s, I remember went to my grandparents' house and my cousins were there. Or, well, the other cousins. And they were watching it. That's the
Judas
first time I ever
Decott
saw it.
says, Judas too high.
Hello, Judas. Judas too juicy, too spicy.
OXNYX053 says, Elmo was a later character. In the early days his stuff would have been Grover's shtick.
Grover? The other Muppet. Elmo was really loud and needed to be suffocated, Elmo. How you doing, Judith?
OXNYX053 says, Sid's good friend.
Grover was almost a step forward to being like Gonzo. Wasn't Kermit like the only one that crossed over between the Muppets and Sesame Street? Hi ho, Kermit the Frog here.
OXNYX053 says, Sid Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster
Orion
never ate
1
one
star
cookie.
says, the best parts of Grover were the slow restaurant and the speedy restaurant, kind of reminds you of Service Today.
Grover. When your room is kind of weird and you wish that you weren't there.
OXNYX053 says, no, the Big Ogre was on both.
The Big Ogre. Paid attention to the old Sesame Street, didn't you, sir? Man. I can remember some of the nonsense songs and shit like that. And Bert and Ernie, you know. Rubber ducky, you're the one. You know. Sometimes I imagine that I would like to be. And the Count doing his little counting shit. The little nursery rhymey type songs and stuff they would do to like learn how to count and alphabet and all that.
Orion 1 star says, You're talking about Sweetums. He's the big older. He was in the Muppets. There was that fairy tale story to where he wanted to eat Robin, who was Kermit's nephew.
Kermit? Tried to eat Kermit? Kermit's nephew? Hi, Kermit. Hey, Fozzie. Sorry. Waka waka. Shut the hell up. Okay. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a
Murdoch
bear.
says,
Fuzzy Wuzzy
I
had
made
no
this
hair.
comment on a YouTube Law and Crime Network over the Daryl Brooks Waukesha Parade event. Murdoch says, I don't know all the details of this incident but going to mention a few things. Was he apprehended at the scene or picked up later based on the identity of the car? Technically it's possible that someone could dress up like him and frame him by committing the accident then ditching the car associated to him. His actions in court aren't that strange if you understand he doesn't work in the jurisprudence world or anything similar to our world. If he was the perpetrator then yes, of course let's. Murdoch says, let's execute him by running cars over him, whatever. Just saying we live in a country that has a pretty good legal system if not the best, but let's not forget there are people capable of framing a crime. That's why we have such lengthy due process. It would be interesting to see a documentary on crimes framed that were caught. Which ones perhaps weren't. In the series American Gigolo, Julian is framed for the death of a girlfriend but she was indeed murdered while he was sleeping. I wonder how E.A. Murdoch says, I wonder how easy it would be to commit a similar crime? Probably not, yet possible. It would be easier to frame someone with a criminal record. I'm all for punishment, even capital punishment, but needs to be beyond a reasonable doubt for the legal burden of proof. OXNYX053 says, most likely. And I'm sure they actually talked him out of wanting to eat the nephew.
Rubber ducky, you're the one. I don't know who that person is you're talking about, Murdochs, but hello. Rubber ducky, you're the one. Man, Muppet Babies. I watched the intro today again from the 80s. I like it a hell of a lot better than that junior one. When your room
Orion
is
1 star
kinda
says,
weird.
why was the judicial system brought into a conversation about Sweetums the ogre, or is he a troll? He's just really hairy, big nose and big eyes.
Because people like to talk about other things randomly. I don't know. For more insight on this matter, let's go to news correspondent Oxnix. Oxnix, what do you have to say for this? Yeah, we're here at the courthouse, and they have really good tea here. These cookies, my God.
OXNYX053 says, at Murdoch's, are you talking about the Chicago shooter guy? He got off on a legit technicality based upon how the legal system filled the case in Illinois vs how the laws were written in Wisconsin for firearm carrying / ownership as interpreted by the federal universal carry law coverage. Murdoch says, a black raper dude ran over lots of white people at a parade and tried to represent himself in court. I was just making a point that when you have a mob mentality that want punishment, I could see how a framing would be easy. Sure, if he is guilty then lock him up, but framing a crime is possible. Murdoch says, no. Murdoch says, not raper, I meant rap.
Rapper. That could have been completely backwards there. Yeah, this man's a rapper. Is a what? Is a rapper.
Murdoch says, he probably is a raper too though. Smiley face.
Yes, Ryan, you'll probably find that When a conversation is being held,
OXNYX053 says, well, his big issue was he represented himself. He should have hired a lawyer.
When a conversation is being talked about, and people want to change that conversation, they just throw something new out there. It's fun.
Murdoch says, exactly.
It's just how things are all the time here. I've gotten used to it.
Murdoch says, but imagine if he was framed, he may not trust anyone.
Not even his own picture frame. Framed. I don't trust me. I look in that mirror and I say, who the hell are you? Or look in the mirror and go, you're still here?
Murdoch says, so I found a new show.
You did? What's it called? Is it science fiction?
Murdoch says, American Gigolo.
American Gigolo?
Murdoch says, has the guy from The Punisher. OXNYX053 says, even when I know I am right, and know the laws involved, and know how to present my case, I have used a lawyer. Only once did I get an idiot. And he just blew the adding my costs to the auto-win lawsuit. Murdoch says, Gigolo. Orion 1-star says, it would make a good Twilight Zone episode. Actually it was kind of like that. It was a jockey and he made the literal mistake of just saying I want to be the biggest thing ever, and he turns out to be a giant. Now he's too big to ride the horses, but he should have meant that as being the most successful, but he didn't clarify.
Ooh, it sounds like one of those genie twists.
OXNYX053 says, to be fair, I could have added them later.
Because you gotta like specify to the dot on those type of tricky wish type things.
Orion 1-star says, he was talking to his reflection and his reflection was talking back to him about that point about the what's your reference is about somebody being in jail talking to the reflection.
I remember another Twilight Zone episode, where a guy was, his mirror image started talking to him about he was going to take over and whatever, and the guy tried to keep him from it, but the mirror image took the persona over, or took over the body. Twilight Zone was pretty awesome.
OXNYX053 says, I had forgotten I was in the third most corrupt county in Ohio.
Ohio. All the little chicks with the crimson lips say Cleveland rocks, Cleveland rocks. Drew Carey. All this energy's finding me back where it comes from. Dum da dum dum. Girl Avenue, back where it belongs. All the little
Orion 1-star says, if you have Mimi from the Drew Carey Show as your enemy, you are screwed. If you are in Hawaii, Ohio, not Hawaii.
Living in sin with the safety pin going Cleveland rocks, Cleveland rocks, Cleveland rocks, Cleveland rocks, Cleveland rocks, Cleveland rocks, Cleveland rocks. Ohio. Mimi. The world's worst supervillain versus the world's best supervillain. Drew's enemy. Bang bang chitty chitty bang bang, our fine four-fingered friend. I highly doubt it. There's no reason at all. No reason you shouldn't be taking more damage, you little bastard. Okay.
OXNYX053 says, I don't live there by design. But that is where my parents wanted to live. So at the time, I had 2 rental houses there. We've sold the one they don't live in.
Are you still renting the other one out? doing one of those little turnover type things. Damn it. Judas, did you kick ass yesterday? Your stream? Or did you ass kicked?
OXNYX053 says, not Hawaii, Ohio, the third most corrupt county in Ohio. Which is oddly not too far from Hawaii, Ohio.
Hawaii, Ohio, Tennessee, Memphis, Arkansas, what? There's just too many things.
Judas D. Cott says, had a lot of good wins.
Nice. Nice. I was going to check that stuff out, but I was in a 3D making mode.
OXNYX053 says, nice.
Nice! Fight! Race to the outhouse, random pause. Yeah, I got into 3D mode, so I wanted to continue working on a project that is not important. I was thinking about it.
OXNYX053 says, I may have to go away. For stow reasons.
You stow away. Stow away, stow away, stow away. Well, you can. You go ahead, dude. I mean, I know you're there. You're in the game. If I need you for something,
Murdoch
I'll be like,
says,
hey, dude.
I got my new digital analog crossover synth keyboard today and no power supply was provided. WTF.
What the hell? You have some of the worst luck. I gotta say, I'm sorry for that, but damn. What does it use for a power supply? Is it like an external box or something that's huge, or do you have is it like a computer connector cable and all that kind of shit? You just have to imagine playing it.
OXNYX053 says, was the brand Apple?
Is that why so many people come in at the Dollar General where I work at and get like iPhone chargers all the damn time? I got a new phone, didn't get a connector or whatever. A damn dog barking again. A dog barking again.
Murdoch says, well, it's a 12 volt, but there is more to power supply's other stats, and I'm not willing to buy a piece of shit power supply that could ruin my keyboard, so I just have to wait several days for them to find it and mail it to me.
They have to find it. Where did you get that from? Is it an actual like business, a company? Oh shit. I totally jumped out of there when I shouldn't have. Or did you find it off like Facebook Marketplace?
Murdoch
like
says, a Guitar Center in Arizona.
Really? And they just didn't even think about power. Like a business that just doesn't know. Oh well, just have to skip
Murdoch says, I know, right?
Damn. Did you look up reviews for the business before you purchased anything from there, just to see like if people have had certain situations?
Murdoch says, or it was done intentionally cause they didn't have one.
You would think that like equipment like that would come with one as part of the equipment, like, you know, packing list or something. Unless they have a habit of unpacking things and using, like, say someone just steals something like a power supply and they're like, well shit, we have a customer that's missing one. Here, take this one out of this one. You know, and then all of a sudden, bam, yours doesn't have one.
OXNYX053 says, new Apple phones do not come with a charger. You have to buy one separate. And if it isn't an Apple product, they'll void your warranty. Murdoch says, it's used. A guy sold his whole studio, so it's possible.
Oh wow. You gotta watch that secondhand stuff then. The guy probably didn't give it to them. Can you look up like the model, serial number and all that and find it online and say, okay, here it is, buy it for me and I'll pay you for it?
Murdoch says, a new one costs $2,100, so.
Holy shit.
OXNYX053 says, you need connection type, polarity, and amperage.
Yeah, I've always been one of those people, like, if I need a power cord for anything, power supply, I get name brand stuff instead of like these off-brand, off-the-wall bullshit things. It's like, for my phone, my other dumb phone.
Murdoch says, listen to how badass THS sounds. https://www.youtube.com/watch.
Swatch.
V equals 07BS6PU0M7M.
Good. My dumb phone that I was using, my Pantech Hotshot. I've had the charge cable forever for it. It's just got a little bend at the top of it, and that's it. It's not, the cable doesn't have a problem or anything. It's just the phone was having a problem. But and I used it up until just the last week whenever I stopped using my phone. I've had it that long. And the new dumb phone that I got in,
OXNYX053 says, so you may be looking at 1.5 millimeters, center is positive, and 3 amp or 1.5 microamp.
Micro. But the new phone that I got, the charge cable apparently wasn't charging the phone. And I had it plugged into a wall outlet, so I disconnected the adapter for the wall and plugged it into my computer. And it said like an unknown like power or something or whatever has been detected by the USB port. And I was like, weird. So I got my Pantech Hotshot charger, plugged it into the new phone that I got, and it charged perfectly. So I guess the charge cable was just a piece of shit that came with that phone.
OXNYX053 says, USB-C?
No. Regular like micro USB or mini. USB-C confuses a hell of a lot of people out there. I don't understand why, but they'll come in there and they'll say, hey, I need a charger for my phone. And I said, what kind of connector you got? He said, I don't know. You're like, okay, let me look at it. I'll look at it and go, okay, USB-C. We have those right here. They said, these? And I said, yeah. And they'll plug it in. It'll snap into the bottom. Like, this thing doesn't fit. I'm like, it snapped in.
OXNYX053 says, did it have a polarized outlet plug?
I don't know if it was a polarizer or anything. It was an adapter. So it only went in one way. But it was just like regular USB connector end and then the mini / micro USB end. But it wasn't charging anywhere.
OXNYX053 says, was one plug into the wall slightly thinner than the other?
No. No, it was universal. Which means any direction, I think. I can go get it. It's on the bar in the kitchen. Let me take care of this here right yonder. But it's the whole thing is I took the adapter off for the for wall outlet and plugged it into my computer, and it still would not charge the phone. Be right back. Okay. Yeah, one is not thicker than the other, so no. It's just regular. It's dual.
OXNYX053 says, if no, and it did not work, try flipping the outlet plug over. Your electricity might be polarized and non-standard, so it might foul out newer universal plugs that need to change AC into DC.
Let's see. Well, it is true the house is not grounded. My room is grounded though. I made sure of that. Because it's an old house. A8-501000 is the
Murdoch
adapter.
says, https://www.youtube.com/watch v equals xrwbqasq and list equals road jaff witsop and start _radio equals 1.
Well, that's a tongue twister. No, everybody always uses the same like plugs in the house to charge their phones, so I think it was just it itself. Because even my stepdad, he goes through phones like crazy, and he has an iPhone, and his always charges.
OXNYX053 says, at Murdoch's, what do you need a power cord for?
Talking away. Oh, I don't know what time to say.
OXNYX053 says, Scorp, you might have gotten a cord for it. It is possible.
'Tis possible. Yeah, there's just a basic cord. Let's see. Takumi Japan Corp. Wow. Output is DC 5 volts. 1.0A.
OXNYX053 says, add bad to the above sentence where needed.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's a WF05F10001 data cable. That's what I thought whenever I plugged it in. Because whenever I was supposed to activate the phone, you know, it said make sure your phone's fully charged. So I'm thinking, okay, well, it'll probably be like half charged or whatever, you know, battery. So I plugged it in, and overnight just let it sit there and charge, I thought. And I picked it up, and it was only 50% battery power. I'm like, well, what the fuck? So I plugged it in again, no charge. I'm like, okay. Went to a different outlet in the house, same scenario. Unplugged it from the adapter.
OXNYX053 says, at Murdoch's, what is this? I can link a replacement.
Speaking of that, I haven't even charged that phone. I leave my cell phone turned off because I don't need one. That's why, since I have a dumb phone, an eTalk from Verizon. It's a flip phone. They looked at me like crazy whenever I went in there with that thing the other day at work.
OXNYX053 says, my wife is a HAM. I am her wire head.
She's a ham operator? That's pretty cool. How often does she get out there and talk to everybody that's on the ham?
OXNYX053 says, yep. KB90DD.
That's her call number. Her handle. I mean, I'm not a ham operator. I had a teacher in high school that was. She had ham operator like on the back of her license. And everybody's like, oh, she operates a ham truck.
OXNYX053 says, massively rarely. But she maintains that call sign, as K Binod was randomly assigned to her. Murdoch says, at Oxnix053 that link is an example of stuff from the keyboard I got but haven't used yet cause they didn't send a power supply.
If you had to like get the supply yourself, brand new, how much would that cost? That way you can find it online and send it off to this place in Arizona and say, okay, here's this since I paid for it. Since I paid y'all for this equipment, yeah, and it didn't have a power supply, here's the power supply y'all have to buy me.
OXNYX053 says, so you are offering YouTube links for what the item is?
Boom, ba-dum, boom. Boom, 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 boom. What the hell?
Murdoch says, problem is I looked at the Roland info on power supply and you would be surprised how many details there were on type of amps input, output, volts etc. Sure I could find a 12 volt power supply, in fact bought one from Best Buy and realized it's not the same thing. OXNYX053 says, https://www.amazon.com/pk power adapter crossover synthesizer/DP/B06XRVB9PF. Murdoch
Tin
says,
Hut.
the link is a performance using the keyboard.
I can see how you're hesitant about using something else besides what it's supposed to actually have, because improper, power supplies can burn out
Murdoch says,
equipment.
I know already looked at that, but the truth is it's a third knockoff and with the expense of the keyboard. Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to plug it in here. Shit. No, like if you had the actual power supply part number from the manufacturer out there and looked it up, it'd probably be an arm and a leg for it. I mean, who's to say, like, if the company or the place that you got it from, if they just have a power supply, they'll say, oh, this should work, and they just give it to you saying this is the one, and then you plug it in, and then bam, it doesn't, work, and it causes problems. That's why I'd be looking up like a model number and all that shit for the power supply, instead of the whole compatible with bullshit.
OXNYX053 says, somewhere on your keyboard is an actual model number, search that. You might also have black raised plastic blister description of what your power supply needs. As described above, but looks like serial connection.
A serial connection power supply? That's odd. I guess serial ports are still used for stuff. Whenever I took that computer repair course, they sent me like diagnostic type equipment to diagnose like motherboards and shit like that. One of them was a parallel port diagnostic thing.
OXNYX053 says, so unlisted but a 2-circle input with or without cutoff indent. 120 volt, 5 amp.
And I could safely say I never had to use it, and probably can't now since computers don't have parallel ports anymore.
OXNYX053 says, again, a blind guess in example.
I'd venture to guess that blind guess is going to be a good answer, though. Yeah, I'd get a model number off of the actual keyboard and go to the manufacturer's website to see if there's like a parts list or something of or packing list of what it comes with and what the model number could be of a power supply.
Murdoch says, already did that.
Already did it. That way, if you get a power supply from this company that couldn't find it and will send it to you eventually, maybe, you can compare the model numbers and say, oh, no, that's not the right one. Oh, you little bastards. I kick your ass now. Already did it. Be thinking ahead, bye. Already did. Mac and me. Imagine Mac and me and you. Defeat Voth in the battle. Okay, so it's 12 seconds. There's nothing to do with that. I used to always have bad luck with getting shit for computers. When I had bought a case, motherboard, and a processor. It was a processor motherboard combo with heat sinks and all that kind of stuff that came with it. But it was a card slot type AMD processor that slid down on something.
About that time for me to take off. Have a great stream. Take care all and stay spicy.
Stay spicy.
GG Judas 2 Judas 2 spicy.
Judas 2 Judas 2 spicy. I love it. Alright, dude.
Look at that happy banana down there. I hope he gets fucked up. I hope he gets peeled.
Peeled. Happy banana. A happy nanner down there.
Alright, I'm gonna come up there and punch you. Suck it! Truta! You will die! Bow down to me! Oh, God. Okay. 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 Well, punching was a bad idea. One of you help me?
Pressing the help me. Nothing. Team just runs all over him. It's hilarious. Alright, dude. You take care, man. Have a good stream. If I may pop over later after mine. I don't know yet. Just depends on how it is at the end, I suppose. But have a good one. Yeah, the processor thing I had was like it slid on like a card type thing. And the instructions, it was lacking. It had 2 heatsink fans and a plug for like additional power to the CPU. And the board itself did not have this, except they sent an adapter so that you could plug in one power the power to that, it wired off to make 2 separate connectors for the fans. But it didn't say which one to plug it into. It was in like Chinese or some shit. So I guessed incorrectly, and it burned out one of the power plugs on the motherboard. So I had to send off for another one, explaining them what had happened, and they said they had been getting like a lot of calls about that happening, that it wasn't supposed to burn out that. I was like, okay. So then they sent the same board again, but they sent a different heatsink fan that only had one plug and different voltage or whatever. So I was like, okay. So I used that instead, and it seemed to work. Then it stopped working again. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Luckily for me, there was this guy that did computers. This is like when I first actually started working on them myself. And he said something about those type of slot CPUs or whatever had always had the habit of not snapping in correctly, even though they were properly seated. So he took it out of there and shook it around a little bit and pushed it back down, and it worked. I don't know why, but I still have that computer behind me right now. It's the CPU was really weird. It's like it was like a card, maybe 3 by 6 inches, something like that. Really odd. See if I can find a picture of it online. Ooh, wow, there it is. Slot A. That looks just like it. Yeah, AMD.
Murdoch says, here is the manufacturer information on it. Mode identifier, PSB7U, AC adapter manufacturer's name, Shenzhen Hunke Power Technology Co., Ltd., input voltage AC 100V AC 240V, input AC frequency 50 Hz/60 Hz, DC 12.0V, output current 4.0 A, output current 4.0 A, output power 48W, average active efficiency 89.01%, efficiency at low load 10% 88.05%, no load power consumption 0.059 W. So yet, not exactly just a 1-2V. The people that designed the keyboard choose the right power configuration. Most people. OXNYX053 says, the best thing for my Frank N tower would be a new power supply. It has a 12 or 16 pin, but needs an 8 pin. It still works, just has some plug overlap up to the side. The big issue is I need a power supply that pulls air from the tower and vents out to the rear. Murdoch says, don't know though.
You remind me so much of that dude I know up in Rochester, New York. He had a laptop he called Frankenputer. And he sent it to me too, disassembled, and told me to put it back together, and if I got it together, to contact him. And I got it together and
Orion
everything.
1 star says, this is a tower. Geez, if you have any more power going through it, you are going to have a George Foreman grill.
You turn it on here. Like, there's radiation coming off of that power supply. Get a Geiger counter after it. So yeah, very specific stuff
Murdoch
needed
says,
for that.
George Foreman grill is overrated. I gave mine away. He lived in the same community as I did growing up. OXNYX053 says, that is common 120 volt 4 amp connection, with variants listed for international compliance. Orion 1 star says, I can't speak any better though my laptop is a Panini press.
Yeah, I think that Frankenputer dude sent me was like a Toshiba. It had the little little red dot cursor thing in the middle of it, in the keyboard. The hard drive had no bay anymore. It didn't have a way to mount it. The power supply was just barely hanging on by like a thread, and it wouldn't snap in all the way. I think it was even an external power supply. I can't remember. Keyboard was just barely sitting on top of it.
OXNYX053 says, see, I use my waffle iron as my Panini press.
A waffle iron. George Foreman. Oh, you don't like George Foreman's Grill because George Foreman used to live in the community that you're around, that you grew up in? I have slash had slash have a George Foreman grill, the little one, not the one that's meant for like several patties or anything like that. But the grease catching tray or fat catching tray and the top bun warmer or whatever, one got lost, one got broken. I never did it. But now it's broken and parts are missing. I always had that shit together. Whenever I get through with it.
Murdoch says, so Guitar Center and Musician's Friend was bought out by a Chinese company and they have laid off lots of employees, so customer service is even worse now. OXNYX053 says, had Hulk Hogan answered his phone early enough it would have been a Hulk Hogan grill.
A Hulk Hogan grill? Listen here, brother. Hulk out with the new Hulk Hogan grill, brother. Brother. And he'd like tear his yellow shirt and all that shit. Wonder what old Hulk Hogan's up to these days, besides nursing that hip. He got injured severely, like back, hip, and like legs, because of that famous leg drop of his that he do as a finisher.
Orion 1 Star says, I thought nothing against George Foreman, I'm talking about Voltage Man and Heat. I played on my laptop last year and I did not know that there was a safety mode for the game, so I'm playing on high-end graphics with the laptop plugged in and it got hot.
Oh, speaking
Murdoch
of that.
Says, also they have stupid rules like you have to choose between a product sale discount and the 0% interest financing, you can't have both. I can just hear a Chinese executive say, you have to choose one. You can't have both.
111 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. I was just wondering how my CPU was running these days. Couldn't remember the last time that I put new thermal paste on it. Or grease. Thermal grease. Because I thought maybe if I did, if I reapplied some more grease or just took off the old shit, put some new shit on there, if that'd like help it out if it were overheating, but it's not overheating, so I don't know. Just a sucky ass processor.
OXNYX053 says, at Murdoch's, does your keyboard have a 3-prong male power connection port? As in it needs a 3-triangle configuration female plug into it. Orion 1 Star says, but I was in the game earlier today and I went on my Klingon Jim guitar and I modeled a Jaffa armor set, so he is supposed to be a Una wearing the armor.
Your Klingon
Murdoch says,
Jim guitar.
That's not the American way. If you see a product on sale, you get that product on sale and you get whatever financing the bank offers, not you have to fucking choose.
Jim guitar. That's cool.
Orion 1 Star says, I can't get the language to go right.
Oh, that was, I thought you were joking. Okay, I'm sorry. I think that is kind of clever, though. I mean, it does sound like that.
Arcanoloth says, at Oxnix 053 every ATX power supply I've ever seen pulls air from the bottom and vents to the rear. That was enough airflow back in the 80s, but modern PC gaming cases move them into their own jail in the bottom of the case with any hard drives, so the main chamber can be a wind tunnel full of fans.
Dollar General is selling for, I think it's $5 right now. It looks like a PC fan that you can just mount to a wall. It's colorful and all that kind of bullshit. It says silent running. Keep your peripherals clear.
OXNYX053 says, well, not always. Cars can be 0% financing or $5,000 cash back. Why can't other stuff?
Why can't I? Hello, Arcanoloth. Just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. I woke up this morning with the sun down, shining.
OXNYX053 says, current power supply pulls air from rear, drains down into the tower. Was most likely meant to be side-mounted. Arcanoloth says, I would not personally finance a car, for the same reason that having stuck my toe into a fan on accident, I would not go back for seconds, but I'm not the boss of anyone else in here. Murdoch says, at Onyx 053 doesn't matter, this keyboard isn't like any other appliance. It has both digital but also an analog synthesizer that basically is making music off of real circuits heating up inside, so even if I found a 12V in my place that fits, I'm not about to risk not using the correct power flow, which may need to be precise. It's not a toaster but could end up one. Arcanoloth says, at Oxnix 053 I believe you, but I'd have to see that.
In my computer, airflow's like, I don't know why. It's one of those towers that has like a place where you can mount fans, and then 2 fans under it, 2 fans on top, 2 fans in the front, and 2 in the back or whatever bullshit. I just have 1 in the front, 1 in the back. And the power supply.
Orion 1 star says, when I hit this little green square by where you're supposed to put comments, a number goes higher and higher. What is it used for? Murdoch says, I could be wrong, ONYX053, but don't have the knowledge of electronics to that degree. There was a guy in town that went to school for it and could fix anything. There is a lot to know.
Orion, you're probably talking about the channel points down there at the bottom left corner. Yeah, they you gain channel points by participating in the chat and just sitting there, and then you can use them for stuff if the streamer has a use for them. Mine are very limited. I don't really care much for channel point stuff. I mean, you can highlight a message, you can unlock...
Orion 1 star says, so you don't use them for anything?
Pretty much. I mean, there are choices by default of Twitch, and I have the point system set so damn low that it doesn't really matter. I mean, you can choose to highlight a message, you can use channel points to temporarily unlock... subscriber-only stuff.
I bought 3 years of extra warranty costing $180 on it, but hope I don't have to send it in cause it could sit at Roland for months.
So I just have everything set at the lowest amount of points that are there. Sometimes you'll see something like that says, hydrate for 100 or whatever, and somebody use 100 points to have the streamer
Orion 1 star
drink
says,
something.
I wish I could use them to buy Zen for Star Trek.
I know, right? For real. Nah. I could do stuff with them, like, you know, you can let me show you like where you can find that. Like whenever you click on the channel point thing at the bottom, and it'll bring up the choices there that are there. And you can choose to like for 100 points, this is my message. Choose it to highlight.
says, this is my message.
So you can choose to highlight a message. Yay! I guess I've never done that for myself before. I have. But whenever I mess with the script or something, I usually remove myself from
Murdoch says, it's also possible the keyboard is actually broken. Maybe there is a feature that isn't working. There are so many features, though it's possible I could miss it in a year from now, notice, and then can't return it. I will have to get it fixed. It's possible the store knows this and hoping they make money off it without telling me.
Well, that's a good way to look forward to it.
Channel points are just another way for Twitch to behaviorally modify their users. but they can't be bothered to even finish working on it themselves, so they make the streamer do their homework for them.
Way to look toward the optimism there, Murdochs. I love it. So they couldn't find the power supply because they knew it was broken. Not the power supply, but the keyboard. So they're like, after a while it'll be his anyway. We'll get money off of him. See, that's why I like you, dude. You actually look for
Orion 1 star
the
says,
truth of
I
everything.
had that happen to me and the classmates in 9th grade. They were trying to make us move our heads around and track the teachers. Really annoying. Murdoch says, it's possible I have anus cancer and right now it is spreading, killing me, rotting my ass.
Well,
At
damn
this
it.
very moment.
That's, way to be optimistic. See, that's why I like you, dude. You think for real, yo. Worst possible scenarios and stuff. You're prepared for like a end of the world. You're gonna get like one of those bag things, right? Like you were talking about.
Arcanoloth says, see, that's the spirit. Anything can be possible with the power of imagination.
That's right. If you will it, there is a way. If you want to have anus cancer, you go right ahead, sir.
Orion 1 star says, I don't know if I would trade you, but I've got a chronic head pain condition. I've been suffering through it for 6 years.
Ouch.
OXNYX053 says, pic put into the Discord tag chat convo.
Alright. If, what kind of chronic head pain condition do you have, if you don't mind me asking? Is it like migraine? Or if you like tilt your head a certain way, or you like wake up every day and your head hurts, it's not a headache, but just some sort of pain?
Orion 1 star says, I know what you can use your points for. You find random crap that you don't want to use and you give it away to people. It doesn't have to be prizes from the store or anything, just random crap.
True. You can do something like that, yeah, but I don't want to have to send something in the mail and have to pay to send it off or anything, because I have nothing to send. I don't really have shit. Give a virtual gift. Oh, yeah, we can put on there a fake $5 Amazon gift card. How about that?
Arcanoloth says, yeah, that's an idea. Literally random inventory items you got as drops. Nothing fixed, just first item in your way gets mailed.
That's right. I can mail something I have on one of my characters in-game to somebody else. A random item that means nothing. Set it up. Have me mail you a random item from the game. What game? Exactly.
Arcanoloth says, filling people's mailboxes, one junk item at a time.
Hell yeah, just like the post office and bills and shit. Like, you've subscribed to this magazine. No, I didn't. Yes, you didn't. No, you did. I don't know. I've never just sat down and tried to think up stuff to have for the point system.
Orion 1 star says, I would have to make up a whole new account with the same channel name you know me on here and then give you that contact information. My main channel, excuse me, my main account identification is different from what I go by on Twitch.
Okay. I only have just this on Twitch. And Yachtspot has its own thing too, which I heard is you're not supposed to do for some reason. But I didn't know that. Crazy.
Arcanoloth says, yeah, I'ma make an alt big chungus and register for all the giveaways. Orion 1 star says, what's your butt?
Yachtspot. The bot that I use in
Arcanoloth
here.
says, just get nothing but inventory upgrades and fill it with junk.
A junk account, literally.
Arcanoloth says, go into Taylor and make them an absolute unit.
The bot that I use here in Twitch. It's called Yachts
Arcanoloth
Bot.
says, then go round bat lessons offering to trade with people.
Annoyingly trade them, like go after them all the time. Go, hey, you're gonna trade with me.
Arcanoloth says, my offer equals random crap. Your offer equals?
I will give you my random crap for 1 million energy credits.
Orion 1 star says, I understood what you said about the bot name, couldn't pronounce it in the voice chat.
Ah. It's the bot that just pops up every once in a while. Yachts. From Farscape. Yachts.
Orion 1 star says, what about using Peanut Hamper, the exocomp that is a complete B?
The megalomaniac.
All 3 silos are under Allied control. Excellent work.
The megalomaniac exocomp.
Orion 1 star says, okay, you've seen Lower Ducks, yes.
Yes. Yes.
Arcanoloth says, yes, sure, score, seen the Mighty Ducks. Murdoch says, at Oxnix053 I added some tech to the Discord. Orion 1 star says, what if I actually named the Star Trek account Peanut Hamper?
I'm surprised somebody already hasn't.
Orion 1 star says, okay, then I will be doing that. OXNYX053 says, and I have responded.
I have responded in kind. The hell?
Murdoch says, LOL, I haven't, haha, but who knows, a first for everything, I guess. Orion 1 star says, I might have an Orion star 1 account, but I don't remember the channel numbers.
Oh, the 4-digit numbers they assign after the name now.
Orion 1 star says, yes. Murdoch says, anyone want to do the event? I'm on a Fed.
I'll be there eventually. Maybe I'll get raided again after I leave.
Orion 1 star says, tell you what I will do is I'll go look it up, and then I can, if you decide to actually start milling stuff, you can mail it to that account. OXNYX053 says, the current issue with starting an account with Stow is it requires an email account. OXNYX053 says, sure.
And now you still can't like link Steam to Arc anymore, right? So, what about people that get the codes? They can't use them. I didn't even really say anything about mailing stuff. I was just joking around. Yeah. Yeah. Remember back when you used to have to get an invite to use
Orion
Gmail?
1 star says, I was able to play my ARC account through Steam so I can buy things through the Steam store that way, but yet I think you're right about the code, so it's still a block.
Yeah, whenever they had it where you can link ARC and Steam together, it was only for a short time because something was happening and they disabled that feature. And then people started getting like codes for the game, couldn't use them because they weren't synced with Steam or something. One person had told me on here, I can't remember who that was anymore. Sorry.
OXNYX053 says, Link or ARC codes work only in their respective systems. You can have both, but not use codes for one in the other.
That's somebody using something. Nice. You stay back. Get your ass back right from here. Ushanka work hard for this kill. You will stay away.
Orion 1 star says, well, I wish Steam would actually show me some kind of a code so I knew how it functioned. I tried to use codes that I would just get randomly. They were supposed to be good for ARC and tried to use those through Steam, but I don't think there's a redeem button in the Steam store.
No.
OXNYX053 says, at Murdoch's, I sent you a pie as a send team invite when ready in game. OXNYX053 says, oh well.
He sent him a pie. I love that. He uses pie. Oh, he's probably already done started that event. I guarantee it.
Murdoch says, I know sorry already joined. Sorry man. Sad face. OXNYX053 says, he did.
I knew it. It's like
Orion
yesterday.
1 star says, about mailing stuff, buddy, I'm talking about if you're going to be mailing random drops that you get from just running around killing people can earn that through your point system. If you care to do that, you would be basically doing giveaways of garbage, but we would still accept it cause we can liquidate it for money. Not a lot of money, mind you, but it's something.
Yeah, in-game currency, yeah. I don't really have junk to give away. I mean, I purge my my stuff every once in a while when encouraged. Other than that, I don't just have things.
OXNYX053 says, well, Scorp, you do not run an in-game channel. So he has to deal with stream delay, my lag delay, and the fact that I was already interacting with chat here.
True. We can always go for the fleet, can't we? But then I'd have to make sure. That's right, you can make channels and stuff in there. I forgot all about that. And I forgot that Star Trek Online has voice chat. But nobody ever uses it.
OXNYX053 says, that's like a 2-5 minutes wait for a team request. I hit them back in under a minute from my perspective.
Right. Which is really odd. I have the stream set up
Orion
to
1 star
like,
says,
immediately being able
because 1, I think that the devs actually spy and listen in on us, and 2, I think it's broken and choppy. Everybody uses a third party. It's kind of hard to be running a voice chat from the game itself. Too much on the system, I think.
Hello, dude.
Greebug has rated you with a party of 9.
Party of 9.
Nement
Wow.
says, Tomb Raid Tomb Raid Tomb Raid Tomb Raid Trizon 1 Eng Trizon 1 Eng Trizon 1 Eng Trizon 1 Eng Trizon 1 Tac Trizon 1 Tac Trizon 1 Tac Trizon 1 Tac Trizon 1 Med Trizon 1 Med Trizon 1 Med Trizon 1 Med Trizon 1 Side Trizon 1 Side Trizon 1 Side Trizon 1 Side Table here flip this table here flip this table here flip this table here flip this. Rebix says, Tomb Raid Tomb Raid Tomb Raid Tomb Raid.
Tomb Raid.
OXNYX053 says, at Orion 1 star it is the mouth breathers. Trust me.
Mouth breather.
Grebig says, I hope you are doing well tonight.
We're
Miment
doing.
says, sorry about that.
It's
Murdoch
okay.
says, Unclejo 9 Grimmace Unclejo 9 Grimmace Unclejo 9 Grimmace.
Is that Grimace? Uncle Joe 9 Grimace? No problem, Mimith. No problem at all. Hello, Greebog and people.
OXNYX053 says, I am fine and dandy like cotton candy.
Huh. Boom shakalaka waka laka. How was your stream, dude? And thank you for the raid. You do not have to. Trust me. But I do appreciate it. Your raiding is very appreciated.
I'm your huckleberry.
Your huckleberry.
That's just my game.
Maybe I should set up some sort of random video that plays during the raid. How was your stream, man? Tell me. Star Trek Online? Funny, I got on Twitch earlier. I didn't see you.
Darmok and Jalad at Tanagra.
Tanagra. Darmok and Jalad on the ocean. Jake and Enos on the mountain. Jake and Enos when the tent
Grievix
fell
says,
over.
it went well. We were doing fun night with the fleet.
I demand TV.
Oh,
Give me all your TV. All your TV now.
Fun night with the fleet. I'm glad that people are out there that actually, you know, organize things to do with others in the fleets and things of that nature. I'm not like that. I just, it causes me so much anxiety to think things like that, to get something organized together and demand time to
Murdoch
work it, 'cause
says,
I'm just all
here
over the
is a
place.
cool story about Patrick Stewart https://www.youtube.com/watch v = EJHN807MJA.
Patrick Stewart. Patrick Stewart sat on my bench, and we chatted for 10 minutes. Cool. Yeah, I saw that you, Greebog, that you raided yesterday, right after I closed everything out. That stuff happens, yo. Patrick Stewart.
Grievig says,
Sir Patrick
right
Stewart.
when you hit end, whoops.
Yeah. Gotta, like, usually, if you see me in my Klingon, my Gary the Klingon, that's pretty much going to be a wrap-up type thing. You know, because he's the last character that I play as.
Murdoch says, years a kid went to see him at an event and dressed up like Data and Patrick blew him off not signing his whatever. Years
Oh,
later
that's
this guy was in a park recording ambient noise and Patrick literally sat next to him on the bench. OXNYX053 says, WW. Why am I in this ship? Griebig says, okay, I will try to remember that.
Yeah. Because in my pecking order, Gary is the last one. I go from my Lilu, Michael, Latetia, O'Neill, Jim Hadar Kirok, Shanka, Archer, myself, and when Gary gets there, that's pretty much a countdown to ending very soon. Because he usually only, like, deal with the fleet stuff for him and do a random or something. Because he's low on the totem pole as far as having help and stuff. You know, for, like, him... Well, not having help, but being healed and able to do things. He's the punchline of the end of the night kind of thing. Ooh, 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 let me get a little bite of that. Let me get a little bite of that. Oh, yeah. Oh, somebody. Come on, give me a little bite. Somewhere. Oh, give me a little bite. All I need to do is kill one person. Come on, damn it. Come on, damn it. Come on, you little bastards. Shit. Oh, I accidentally collected their stuff, though. I'm sorry. And generally, too, I try to make my streams about 3 hours. Maybe they'll go to 4, depending. So if you ever see that, like if you sneak into the stream and say, I'm going to raid him, you know, and you see that the count is at like 10 minutes until it's completely like 3 hours, know that within that time frame, I'm probably not going to be on much longer. That's why I always say, like, there's no need to raid me because I don't deserve a raid. That's why I had it turned off. Like, you know, I don't want people to waste their raid on me. But I do appreciate a raid. I appreciate community jumping over and all that. More Star Trek. Even though mine's like one of the most boring things.
Griebig says, but we do not see it as a waste.
Not a waste. I wonder if it would be cool if there was like a way to re-raid. Like pull the raid and put it somewhere else if, you know, someone's ended their stream. Or what if I made like a thing, like a command that whoever raids has, well, I don't know, that'd be like in the middle of a, that would allow them to end my stream. Never mind. If I made it, I was thinking if I could make a command, whoever raids me, if the stream is like virtually over, then they can type like, you know, raid and then a channel name, and it'd make the raid go to that channel. But it'd make the whole thing go to that channel.
Griebig says, I think you would have to do it or a moderator to do a /raid.
Yeah. Well, my bot is mod status. Or it would probably have to be me then, because I don't know if moderators have the ability to do that. That's very true. Man, I could test it. Hold on. Let's see. Streamlabs chatbot. It says that I did it. Cancel that. Okay. Let's see. The bot. There we go. You don't have permission to perform that action. Okay. Yeah, moderators can't do it then. Well, that would suck then. It's a nerd for that one. No. Reminds me, I need to update a lot of the scripts and stuff to get rid of the host feature.
Okay, bend over.
Okay, bend over. I'm gonna kick him. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Oh, I don't have it on here. Archer Enterprise. Whoops, I moved away like a dummy. I have got to go to bed earlier. My last day of being off for 4 days straight ends tomorrow. So tomorrow's my last day, so I need to acclimate into going to bed earlier again. I've been kind of just riding it out and staying up till like way late in the morning. Or would it be way early in the morning? My dear boy. Doctor Who? William Hartnell?
Grievig says, depends on matter of perspective.
That's right. That's why at work, since I work in retail, and I would go up there. They would tell me good morning, even though it was like about 2 in the evening or whatever, or 1 in the evening, something like that. And they knew, because when I wake up, it's morning to me, no matter what. Like, you know, if anybody wakes up from being asleep for maybe 6 to 8 hours, that's morning. And then, you know, you roll around to your own time. So what if we're just on different time zones? We need to like move to different places to be on those. Al Tripp, you just chopped my head off. And it goes on to say, like, how long is morning? Is morning the longest time period during a day? Because you got to think about it. Like, we have morning, noon, evening, night, right? That's like 4 events during the day that we have. Well, out of from 12 to whatever time is noon until evening, right? So then evening to night.
OXNYX053 says,
and then so the
yes.
morning.
Morning is longest.
Yeah, because morning is like
says,
12 hours,
yeah,
right?
Imho it is. From midnight till 12 o'clock it's morning.
Yeah, so it's like 12
Grievig
hours.
Says, I have heard some claim that as soon as the sky begins to lighten is morning.
Yeah. Well, technically yes, because that's like an average morning. You know, way back in the day, whenever farmers used to get up and crops and shit like that, which some of them still do, they would do it before the sun rose, and that would be their morning. But since AM to PM is technically morning, so then you divide out the other ones, I guess, into 4-hour segments, like
Grievig
afternoon.
Says, but when I worked night shift, the sky began to lighten at like 3 a.m.
So there you go. Your morning was
says,
accurate, yeah.
And 12 o'clock till like 4 to 7 it's afternoon, and then evening/night till midnight.
Yeah, so I look at it like you have afternoon, evening, night. So then afternoon would be like from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m., then 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., then 8 p.m. to 12, and then it's all of a sudden it's morning again.
OXNYX053 says, at Grievig, if someone calls you and you answer your phone at 2 a.m., do you exclaim night or morning when you answer? Murdoch says, the sky began to lighten from all the nuclear explosion and radiation in the air.
Way to look at it. Always the optimist. Always the optimist.
Grievig says, I exclaim F you stop calling me at 2 a.m.
Right. Well, as soon as it hits like 12.
Mamenth says, at Murdoch's Kablooey.
Kablooey.
I just love making things go kablooey.
Tailspin. Love that.
OXNYX053 says, so. Morning.
Yes. And Oxnick's mornings are different than his evenings. Yeah, he got on here that one day and said, well, I'm going to make lunch. I'm like, what time is it? You must be living somewhere like over there in, you know, the UK or whatever. And he said, no, here in the US. I'm like, but it's like
OXNYX053 says, shift worker.
Yeah. So it just depends on like your perspective, like you're saying, of when that is. And some of us...
OXNYX053 says, overnight truck driver.
He's an overnight truck driver, so that's his daytime. He sleeps at night during the day. That's his nighttime. theorizing that one could time travel within his own lifetime, Dr. Sam Beckett stepped into the quantum leap accelerator and vanished. He awoke to find himself trapped in the past, facing mirror images that were not his own, and driven by an unknown force to change history for the better. His only guide on this journey is Al, an observer from his own time.
Orion 1
who
Star
appears in
says,
the form of a
I know
hologram
it's
to
outdated
only
but
say
I
that
like
it's
the
either
old
here.
version better than the new Quantum Leap, but the hologram improvements have been really nice though.
Well, yeah, visual effects have increased, that's for sure. I do miss it, like on the new one, if you've watched the new Quantum Leap, I miss hearing the Quantum Leap sound, even though it's kind of there. So I may not even keep that on the point redeeming thing. That was just an idea at the time.
OXNYX053 says, at work, sleep 8 or 9 a.m. till about 7 p.m. at home, I should go to be in the next hour and 1/2. Mementh says, sorry did not know it was so long.
Oh, that's not long.
Are you on your feet all day? Hey, I'm working with you all day. I got a job. You don't need all day. Hey, I'm working with you all day. Hey, big guy. Hey, big guy. You don't just $19.99. You don't need all these. Hey, how you doing? Hi, Billy Mays here. Billy Mays, $19.99. Are you on your feet all day? When you all day? For just $19.99.
Kaboom, boom, boom, boom. I like it. Attack of the Bin Maze clones.
OXNYX053 says, that was long and free. And sort of sorry.
That's why he says sorry to interrupt. Could have sworn I told him to go that way. I did. I told it to go that way. It's going straight. What the hell? Alright, I'm taking manual control of the ship then.
OXNYX053 says, but still giggling.
Da-da-na-na-na-na, getting giggle with it. Well, hell, yesterday I played Forrest Gump in a nutshell, and it even had Just Call Me Corsa and Please Stop Playing This.
Orion 1 Star says, 2 days ago I made a character named Catmandu based on the Fernando song.
Catmandu. Because my Forrest Gump in a nutshell is like almost all of the whole movie, but in 11 minutes. So, like taking out the air gasps and certain scenes and whatnot. So yeah, when it has someone who likes to, play the sounds in themselves too, saying please turn this one off, I know that I've done it. I know that I've played the right sound for the whole chat to just disappear. I've even got, let's see, for tests and giggles too.
Orion 1 Star says, there was something in the air that night, her furry side Catmando.
Ah, did I misspell it? I think I did. Hold on a second. I may have misspelled that whenever I put it in there.
Orion 1 Star says, I can't get anything to go in a proper sentence structure, it's making me mad. OXNYX053 says, search?
I have it set that way. Why didn't it play? Scripts. Let's see. No errors. Streamlabs there. Videos. Big Bill Hell Cars. It's an MP4. So okay, that's what it was. It's an MP4, so I need to change that so that it knows that it's an MP4. Alright, file save. It should play. Alright. Here we go.
Fuck you, Baltimore!
If you're dumb enough to buy a new car this weekend,
You're a big enough schmuck to come to Big Bill Hell's Cars!
Bad deals!
Cars that break down!
Thieves!
If you think you're gonna find a bargain at Big Bill,
you can kiss my ass!
It's our belief that you're such a stupid motherfucker!
You'll fall for this bullshit!
Guaranteed!
If you find a better deal,
Shove it up your ugly ass!
You heard us right!
Shove it up your ugly ass!
Bring your tray!
Bring your title!
Bring your wife!
We'll fuck her!
That's right, we'll fuck your wife!
Because at Big Bill Hell,
you're fucked 6 ways from Sunday!
Take a hike
to Big Bill Hell!
Home of challenge pissing!
That's right!
Challenge pissing!
How does it work?
If you can piss 6 feet in the air straight up and not get wet,
you get no down payment!
Don't wait!
Don't delay!
Don't fuck with us or we'll rip your nuts off!
Only at Big Bill Hell!
The only dealer that tells you to fuck off!
Hurry up, asshole!
This event ends the minute after you write us a check!
And it better not bounce or you're a dead motherfucker!
Go to hell!
Big Bill Hell's Cars!
Baltimore's filthiest
and exclusive home of the meanest sons of bitches in the state of Maryland!
Guaranteed!
I apologize for that, but that shit's funny to me.
OXNYX053 says, between fatigue, fat fingers and drinking over a 6-pack so far, sentences? Why bother? Pale Chimera says, half my jaw hurts. Orion 1 star says, can I make a request with my points? Can you please send me a copy of The Last to a friend?
Make a request with your points. Please send a copy of The Last to a friend. Copy of what? What do you mean? I'm confused. What do you mean?
Orion 1 star says, that soundbite buddy, the last one I was busting up. Mementh says, he wants the fuck you Baltimore.
Oh, you can just get that off of YouTube. That's where I got that one from. Yeah, it's Big Bill Hell's Cars commercial, fake commercial from YouTube.
OXNYX053 says, at Orion 1 star log on to RedTube, or just an adult confirmed your tube account and look for it.
So you can even I'm testing out a lot of them to see if I'm going to get copyright claimed or not. Big Bill Hell's Cars. Copy
Murdoch
link.
says, what's the name of that car video? Murdoch says, want to send it to a buddy? Scorpwana says, https://i.adam.com/6/4sun0xxwlc/default.jpg SQP equals oamwakoade 4CSFXYQ4QP 4 Uru AI Kofta cabbage equals and Rs equals Aon 4 CLC 3 DSSF 37L3 Ktifer Bookie Ip Jalvk. Scorpwana says, shit. OXNYX053 says, see, this computer has kids use it, so nope. My phone, God man. Some of the stuff I look at on YouTube is like, how is that here? Scorpwana says, https://www.youtube.com/watch, v equals 4 sun 0 xxwlc. Murdoch says, LOL thanks. OXNYX053 says, but them things like that who's your daddy video. That I have to be careful with. For some reason it is not age restricted.
Rutro Raggy.
Streamlabs says, Mementh is now lurking B.
Lurking. Jerking, lurking.
Orion 1 star says, https://i.adam.com/6/4sun0xxwlc/default.jpg SQP equals Oamwako a day 4 CSFXYQ 4 QP 4 Uru AI Kofwa cabbage equals and Rs equals Aon 4 CLC 3 DSSF 37 L3 Ktifer Bookie Ip Jalvk. OXNYX053 says, Scorp, do you remember that music video?
Music video? What music video? Yeah,
Orion
Ryan's
1 star
no.
says, thank you. I clicked that trying to get back to my microphone access and it popped in. I just sent it. Thank you so much. I busted up laughing so hard my shoulders were hurting me.
Yeah, the image thing there, Orion Star, was the wrong link. What YouTube gave me whenever I clicked on it. The music video. What music video? And anybody can play that here. It's just fuck you, Baltimore. I probably can make it like FUB, and that could play it easier.
OXNYX053 says, who's your daddy? Seemed to be a bunch of porno intros.
Oh wow. Was it the one with the power tools? Let's see. Return, ground to shuttle.
Orion 1 star says, Power Tools is the queen having a rough night.
Ba-dum-dum.
OXNYX053 says, no, that was Satisfaction.
Oh yeah, the Satisfaction. I can't get no satisfaction.
Orion 1 star says, Borg Queen.
Borg Queen? The Borg Queen can snap herself into all sorts of bodies. If one body gets destroyed, she just jumps into another one. So she can be Mr. Borg Queen if she wants to. Alright, Undine ships. 10 of those.
Orion 1 star says, what's freaky is to see her as a Romulan Borg.
Romalama ding only again for one. Boom boom. Boom boom. Okay, we only need 10 of these. And I'm not sticking around.
Pale Chimera says, fart 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 at you.
Fart 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 at you.
Orion 1 star says, the reason for the Borg Queen roboticizing everybody, she's trying to increase her processing power and having processing power with legs spread out to more people to make more processing power and excel on and so on and damn it.
How about some more beans, Mr. Taggart? I'd say you've had enough.
So on and so on and damn it. Legs spread wide. Jack and Enos on the mountain. Jack with the legs spread wide. Jack with fists open.
Murdoch says, LOL. Orion 1 star says, do I have to go and repeat the post because of the fart noises? Did you hear him what I said?
I could read the post. Yeah, anything that is said, I read it too, but I just have the thing to go for it or whatever.
Darmok and Jalad at Tanagra.
OXNYX053 says, I can see it.
Kill them all, let God
Murdoch
sort them out.
says, today I sang a song to a friend. It went like a dumbass re-eatered.
Like a
Orion 1
dumbass
star
retard.
says, Darmok and gelato at Starbucks.
Like a dumbass retard. Or Garth Brooks, shaven. when it comes to working here. Well, I'll do anything I want but work. It's out of my hands. I'm shaving.
OXNYX053 says, and much Americanos were had.
Americanos. Yeah, Americanos.
Murdoch says, like a dumbass retard is like every country song ever written.
That's right. You take out the alcohol, you take out the divorces, and what do you have in a country song? You don't have one. That's right. Play this country song backwards, you get all your stuff back. Play that song in reverse, George. Okay.
OXNYX053 says,
Baseline.
a baseline?
Boot, scoot, and boogie. There you go.
Orion 1 star says, I command you in the name of country music to make amends with your wife.
His love is unconditional.
Murdoch says, in every country song in the backing tracks you hear, like a dumbass retard, everything is built on it.
From here on after, stay the way
OXNYX053 says, at Orion 1 star after all families should be able to make amends.
And share all the love and laughter of a lifetime will allow. I cross my farts.
Streamlabs says, hate what you see? Please consider unfollowing and not renewing a subscription.
I highly recommend it.
Pale Chimera says, I bet there's a country song about fucking a sister somewhere out there.
Yeah, you damn right there's gotta be one.
Orion 1 star says, it's a Japanese trope at this point but it's in Japan.
Japan!
Lose!
Hadouken!
I tell you what, you see that part where old George come in there and talk about tasting his own bourbon. Kramer comes sliding in, just you always do. I tell you what, man, them dang old New York boys, just a show about nothing.
Boom, 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 boom.
OXNYX053 says, at Pale Chimera country shit by Willie Walker Jr. but he is talking about his fiance's sister. Orion 1 star says, now was that your voice or was that a sound clip?
Boomhauer from King of the Hill? Yeah, man, I'll tell you what. They looked one of them snipe hunts last night, them sticks in bags, and whack, man. He go, woo, talking about that big mistake y'all right there in that cooler.
Orion 1 star says, yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Boomhauer, man. Tell you what, dang old.
I've been calling y'all people better than a month now, about y'all every time a dang old dog crusty start yapping at y'all 24 hours a day, and
brother,
nobody
father,
answered. You
and
call,
grandfather.
how you supposed to come out there to do anything
Sort of
about that
equal
dog if you're just gonna
opportunity.
get a dang old computer ain't gonna come over here and just shut that dang old dog up?
Sisters, wives, cousins, nephews, first aunt, twice removed, little nephews, brothers. You can keep going with it. I had somebody that I went to school with that could do that and make me laugh every damn time. Mother's, uncle's, nephew's, sister.
Now that I have your attention.
Now that I have your attention.
Orion 1 star says, that is some Jerry Springer S.
Some Jerry Springer shit. Banjo, man. Tell you what, dang on.
Controls are on the booth.
Me, you constipated or? What the hell? I thought these people were supposed to be coming through there.
Orion 1 star says, why in Tron did that little bit look like a D20?
I don't know, it was in Tron first, that's for dang sure. Boom shakalaka wackalaka packalaka taka.
Pale Chimera says, in Mother Russia snow eats you.
In Soviet Russia, snow eats you. Car drive you.
OXNYX053 says, at Orion 1 star visual confirmation bias. Orion 1 star says, I did some history checking and it turns out the D20 is old like hell. Caesar Emperor of Rome old.
D20.
Alright, I got it. The security fields are using my authorization code.
My authorization. I don't know, it's used on hedrons or something. Octahedrons. So it's like a basic shape out there in the world. Decahedron, what's the other one? Octahedron or hedron, depending on how you want to say it. It's like 3 basic ones that make bit from Tron. And then there's all shit all over the place.
OXNYX053 says, they rolled one to figure out the punishment for infidelity in the Colosseum.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Oh, see, I thought you were talking about D20 as being something in the game. Not the die. Sorry.
Orion 1 star says, wait, is that actually true? A historical fact they used a D20 to do that.
I wouldn't doubt it.
OXNYX053 says, I think 17 was horny zebra.
Sounds like our guest has got a warm welcome.
A warm woolly mammoth. Yeah, they still have a theory that woolly mammoths could possibly be living north of Siberia, like alive, like maybe a few. Very interesting shit.
Weapons at highest setting. Open fire. Kill them now.
Kill them now. Don't let them take me. Fire. Here. We've won. Now it's time to go back to the ship.
Little help here.
Yeah. Captain to toilet prize. 4 to beam up. What about me, sir? Hurry up. Okay. Got those. Another one. I got another reroll. I have 109 reroll tokens.
OXNYX053 says, well, it depends upon the senatorial hearing in question, but yes. It is fact that a random casting of die was used, in some cases possibly a single die of duty coherence. Pale Chimera says, in Soviet Russia, you don't tell the joke. The joke tell you to the KGB.
To the KGB. Man, I want to do the daily as myself, but Gary needs the dilithium.
OXNYX053 says, a Yakov Smirnov reference?
Yakov Smirnov, yes. Car drive you.
OXNYX053 says, Scorp we ate. Orion 1 star says, his name wasn't always that, it was originally Jack Daniels. OXNYX053 says, motherfucker. I would have joined you.
I'm so sorry, dude.
Pale Chimera says, Russian farmer is walking down a country road and sees an oil lamp in a ditch by the roadside. He picks the lamp up and rubs it clean, whereupon a Jenny emerges and asks what wish the farmer would like granted. The farmer says, I have 7 sheep, but my neighbor, Ivan, has 10. So, the Jenny says, do you want me to bring you 3 more sheep? The farmer says, no. I want you to kill 3 of Ivan's sheep.
Ivan? Ivan the Monkey Man? Fire. Jack
Orion
be nimble.
1 star says,
Jack be
what
quick.
Are you laughing at, my Daniel Jackson joke or Jack Daniels joke?
I laugh at everything. I laugh at myself a lot. Like a
OXNYX053 says, and make sure you kill he ones without bells on their necks.
The ones without bells on their necks? Get over here, mister. Fire. You can't tell me whoever made this sword wasn't thinking of Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. Without bells around their necks.
Orion 1 star says, I still want an update to this story to where players play original POS characters encountering this place again.
Piece of shit characters. Dun 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 dun. Thank you, mister. Get over
Orion
here.
1 star says, original series Star Trek, this is an environment from the story. I want characters, players playing original TOS characters with POS weapons doing this.
Okay, well. Contact Cryptic and make it happen. Yeah, I know that this environment is based off of a TOS episode. The whole story
Orion
arc
1
and all
star
that.
says, I've already talked to you, Ambassador Kill. He has not answered me back yet.
Ambassador Kale. Well, he's just the community manager. I mean, he doesn't have any say-so in like the creation of levels and stuff like that. He can only ask the
Grievous
creators
says,
to see.
he is a busy person.
Yeah. And you know, a lot of the stuff that they have are, you know, all put into like a little
Orion 1 star
thing.
says, All I'm asking is that he spreads it along, that's all.
Yeah, he probably would. I don't know. I don't even know like any of the people that actually work at Star Trek or Cryptic for that. He has those people on every once in a while that design levels, but it's all like a thing, like, you know, if it's an important thing, like, you know, making ships is important because it's money. Storylines, if they fit with the current thing that's going on, like the, you know, what do you call that? The story arc or the campaign that's current, you know. I mean, this was just a revamp whenever they made this anyway, so. I mean, I'm sure people can RPG it. You know, you can role play, get people to play different characters and, you know, join it up and whatever and cut it together and make like a little mini TV movie thing out of it. That'd been a whole lot easier if the, what's everybody going over there for? Where'd everybody go? What the hell? I thought we were supposed to go this door. I'm lost and confused. When the Foundry was in, that'd be a good thing to make like a little thing out of this. Oh, everybody just gave up or some shit? What the fuck? Listen here, mister. Here.
Orion 1 star says, yeah, that's all I'm asking for, buddy. RPG thing. I want to do this run at least once, POS style, TOS style with friends.
POS style.
Streamlabs says, Darklight Smoothwolf is now lurking B.
Oh, Darklight Smooth Wolf. That's an interesting name. Muth.
Orion 1 star says, forget about the POS, it's a typo.
With the TOS weapons? The original series of Star Trek. Star Trek Online. Well, isn't there like the patrols or something which are kind of story based in a way? I mean, I don't participate in them because the point values are doubled. Or are they still doubled if you've already completed the main part of the TFO? Ow. Go over here, mister. Light the candles. Light the candles and talk to me on my birthday. Candles. Candles in the night. They'll be calling candles in the night. Ugh. Goodness gracious, I've been knocked unconscious. Don't mess with my toot toot. We both tried at the same time. I mean, I'm just a gamer, you know. I don't work for Cryptic. I don't do anything for them. I don't even have any of them on my contacts list for shit. I just play the game. So I don't know. Oh, we already did? Q, man, Q. Thank you. Send me back now. Me first. Me first. Me first. Me first. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, looking for you. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Scooby-Dooby-Doo, here are you. We need some help from you now. Bet you that stuff's copyright.
Orion 1 star says, 3YA.
3YA. I bet you if I did have like a theme song to Scooby-Doo on here, that shit would be copyrighted. Alright, what we got?
OXNYX053 says, I can get a message to a Cryptic dev, but it might take as long as 30 days. Orion 1 star says, well, Velma's in black now, so nothing is sacred anymore.
Velma's in black now? What? Was she like goth or something?
It's sparkling wordplay. Go find it's green. Magical mixology.
It's green, that'd be alchemy.
Orion 1 star says, African American.
When did that happen?
Go find the many loves of more.
Ah.
Orion 1 star says, 2 months ago somebody wanted to basically fanfiction Scooby-Doo and they put themselves as an
Love
insert for
stories.
Velma.
Romance.
OXNYX053 says, as long as she has huge, assets and wears glasses. No one cares.
I always thought that she was like Hispanic or something like that.
The way is now open to you.
Orion 1 star says, no, 70s version she was originally white, 90s version she was originally white.
Beware curse.
Wind shall rise, and fog descend. So leave here all.
Not becoming a cat, thank you.
OXNYX053 says, Velma Dinkle was Hispanic? No, not really.
Well, in like a movie or something, right? One of your comrades turned into a cat. Like. La 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 la.
Orion 1 star says, no, she was white.
Fa la 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 la. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, looking for you. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Need some help from you now. You know you've got a mystery to solve, so Scooby-Doo, get ready for your act. Don't hold back. And Scooby-Doo, if you come through, you're gonna have yourself a Scooby snack. That's a fact. Can count on you, Scooby-Doo, living and you're even through. Bonnikin, I see you. Bonnikin. What will you do? What will you? You have to emphasize on that. As long as William Shatner stays William Shatner.
Orion 1 star says, he shouldn't be saying that, he should be saying Franklin or Berkeley.
Who? What? Where? Huh? Huh? One of my comrades in facial. Stop shooting, damn it. What the fuck?
OXNYX053 says, Velma was white and quote thirsty unquote. Orion 1 star says, the ghost creature from it, like what lies beneath that, says I see you.
Oh God, stop me! Somebody stop me. Okay, dummy. Whoever's face shifted, come over here, dummy. Come on, dumbass. Come on, dumbass. Oh my God. Somebody, come on, come on. phase shift me. Phase shift me. Okay, good deal. We're gonna go fleet marks on that one. Ox, I'm glad you told me more about that there pattern thing, man. Triolic something or whoever. Hmm. When are they gonna turn Scooby into a female dog?
OXNYX053 says, once per round now. But still works. They killed the at any time exploit.
Ah. That sucks.
OXNYX053 says, BTW, does you Klingon fleet need any marks?
Mox. If I say yes, I hope you don't destroy your characters and recreate them just for that. We're getting pretty good on well, I and Arcanoloth. Pretty much some people are actually doing some things. I mean, not a lot of people. The dilithium mine only requires less than 2,000 marks or whatever fleet marks to go to round 2.
OXNYX053 says, if stand-in can use all of the marks I have for my fleet.
I'll go to Gary here in a second. We're getting to that part of the stream where we're going to Gary the Klingon. Gary the Klingon. Klingon Gary. Had somebody leave the fleet, the one that was demanding access to the bank, or said that if they don't get it, then they're leaving. They left.
Griebig says, oh wah.
Yeah. Well, they you know, I invite just random people, you know.
Griebig says, sounds like not a big loss there. Orion 1 star says, he sounds like an in-game porch pirate.
Yeah.
OXNYX053 says, that is most likely for the best.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, like, you know, they were a character, and I invited him to the fleet because I like to have Gary go around and just randomly invite. You see who's going to bite the, you know, get in there. If they want a fleet, they don't have to do anything. They just donate and level up, and that's it, you know. And they were at 0 contributions to the fleet, and they had a message out next to theirs. You know, you can leave that little message there in the list of the roster. You know, if they don't get like a, you know, bank access or whatever, they're going to leave the fleet. I'm like, well, contribute and level up to where you have access. You know, so that's why in like I put here, donate to fleet projects, and you may be promoted to access bank privs. And then they left. So, you know, there you go. Useless procrastinator.
Griebig says, I would have told them that unless they contribute, it was nice knowing them.
Right? Well, I couldn't, like, message them. I tried, like, through the fleet and stuff, and they weren't answering. So they just left.
Orion 1 star says, is that how all banks are for the fleets? There's some fleets I'm still in, but I don't have bank access.
Well, the bank access depends on who owns the fleet. I have it where if you do not contribute until, say, you get to like a certain level here, like the warrior level, 25 fleet credit, 25,000
Revik
fleet
says,
credits.
it varies on the fleet.
Yeah, but if you do nothing, you know, and you don't level up, then you don't have access. I think it's only fair. But I keep it pretty fair as far as the actual bank thing. I mean, hello there, lady. Bank at what went right to what I wanted to. Like the random one here, which is the first one, I have it set to 0. Let's see, permissions. You can deposit items to the bank if you're a Beck, which is level 1 rank. You can deposit energy credits. However, until you're warrior, at warrior you can get 4 items in or out and still deposit, and it works its way down the list. I think 4 is fair. 5, 6, 7. Dahar Master, which is the, you know, you get unlimited when you reach that one for all around. So I think that's actually fair, and all you have to do is just donate to the projects, and once a day whenever I'm on here I show all players in fleet and see if anybody's like how much they've contributed, and I'll rank them up if I have to. There's another one of those weird ones. 1 ampersand at $.
OXNYX053 says, I tossed some low-level kit frames in recently.
Thank you. But yeah, you know, I have it like this person's a captain. This one right here's a Beck. They're working their way up, you know. They
says,
just came join
but how can I be a leech in that kind of a system LUL?
Right. Very, very true. Very, very true. Gary. Damn, that's a tall-ass Romulan. I bet it's going to say alien if I click on him. Yep, alien. You will not point at me, I will point back at you. Alright, let's do a random. But, oh yeah, when we're doing that, we can just look through here. The holdings and stuff. This still needs less than 2,000 to bring it up. And Gary will bring in a little bit of what he can.
Orion 1 star says, I made a 40k Warhammer Dwarf 2 nights ago on the Klingon side.
Wow. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, a lot of this just needs the... Oh, wow, these are rolled over. I don't know who did that. Was it you, Ox? Or Canaloth? Somebody did that. Let's see. Add a red one. And anybody could do this. I mean, you know, add the things to do. Man, I need to fix these headphones.
The Herc are about to overrun.
Oh, shit. Oh my god, not this one.
Orion 1 star says, Warhammer 40k.
40,000. Let's see, we'll do that one. And we're doing the military part of it. So, no. No. We'll bring it up kind of even. How about engineering for that one there? Yeah, engineering there. And science for the last one. That way it's something. Right. Let's see if we can get some ambush kills in then. Gary the Klingon, king of the wild space sphere. Damn it. Wild Frontier. So, Space Frontier? Yeah. King of the Space Frontier. Gary the Klingon. Cling on me when you're in Greythor. I will be there. I will help you move on to the gates of Stovakor. We will be honored. You might run into several problems that you cannot withstand. You don't need no one to cling on.
Well done.
Weldon? Officer Weldon, is that you? That's what I should do. Name a Captain Weldon. That way, whenever they're he's in like TFOs and stuff, they'll say, "Well done." They'll say, "Yes, sir."
Griebig says, "Well done, Cooper."
Weldon Cooper.
We'll launch tractor mines against the Herc ships.
Well done, Cooper. Sulu wants to watch Desperate Housewives. He's in a rush. He's missing the show.
In range? Not yet, sir.
On, come on.
She'll fly apart. Fire apart then. The last of the refugees.
Do. I keep forgetting about cloaking. So I gotta do those 1,000 ambush kills or something, and I'm not even like close.
Head to escape route Beta. Protect the refugee
What about my
ships.
rear, sir?
Refugee ships heading down escape route Alpha. Protect them.
Odo sure is bossy. He does his dub moment here in a second, though.
Griebig says, "I am down to about 150 of the ambush kills left."
Lucky dog, man. I keep forgetting about it. That's why I've swapped over to this ship that can do it, and I just haven't. Sonic Boom! Tractor mines! Man.
Griebig says, "Don't forget to use the buff you get along the path of the ambush kills."
Yeah, I don't have one that does that yet. I never think about stuff like that. I've been told like several times, you know, what to do and how to do it, but I just don't because I forget. Or if I'm in the middle of doing something else and then the conversation changes and then I just get lost.
Herc ship spotted at escape route Gamma. Get over there.
Get over there.
Herc dreadnought on sensors. Be careful.
Duh. Be careful. Yeah.
Refugee ships heading down escape route Alpha. Protect them.
Aren't you Mr. I know everything there, Odo? Oda? Odamus Jackson?
Griebig says, "She is the only Klingon buff with Infiltrator."
The bridge officer with Infiltrator? Which one, is it like one you always get?
Griebig says, "Otherwise you have to get remands."
Is it a special buff you have to get?
Griebig says, "It is part of the KDF recruit."
The DOF is?
Griebig says, "Boff,
Head to
female
escape
Klingon."
route Beta. Protect the refugee ships.
I've pretty much got all the ones that it's given me. It gave me Belara. Lara. Fred. Lita, Mr. Potato Head, a real doll. Commander, Klingon.
Refugee ships heading down escape route Alpha. Protect them.
Superior Infiltrator, okay. Plus ambush. Okay, so she just needs to be in the roster, or does she need to be like in the station? She is in the station. Okay, so
Refugee ships heading down escape route Alpha. Protect them.
Protect them! Where the hell am I?
Griebig says, in a station.
Station identification. Psychic spies from China try to steal your mind's elation. Little girls from Sweden dream of
OXNYX053 says, I have no idea where I am at on ambush or melee kills. But I am pretty sure I am under 2,500 on both. Griebig says, boosts your ambush buff time so it is easier to get ambush kills.
Yeah, apparently I do have her slotted and she is on the station in the bridge, so I guess as long as she's slotted, that helps. I had to check mine every once in a while. Yeah, I'm definitely under the 2,500 as well.
Escape route Beta. Protect the refugee ships.
Escape route Beta. There's nothing over here on escape route Beta. Odo, how the hell do you know that shit?
Escape route Gamma. Get over there.
Get over there.
OXNYX053 says, but my Klingon fleet has access to the SRO dude.
Ooh. SR over in the USA. Nice. Nice, nice, nice.
Refugee ships heading down escape route Alpha. Protect them.
I'll tell you one good place that I went to get certain ambush kills when I went to the 500. Briar Patch. I just sat there, did not actively start the whole patrol. Went into cloak mode, immediately came out and just shot the clouds, and it gave me some points or whatever to for the ambush kills. That's how I went up from like about around 400 to 500 within like just sitting there doing that. It was a while, but yeah, I didn't have to fight anybody.
Griebig says, that is funny.
Yeah. I mean, every once in a while I'd get 2 at a time. But then I'd like fly over for some more that would respawn, you know, the little methane cloud or whatever it is. I'm glad I'm not the only one that does this random just flying around thing.
OXNYX053 says, hard points in the Spire work also.
Ooh.
Head to escape route Beta. Protect the refugee ships.
Hi down bing King ding 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 bing bang
Refugee ships heading down escape route Alpha. Protect them.
Protect them yourself, Odo. You will protect them yourself, Odo. Blah 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 blah. Hey ho, everywhere we go.
That's everyone.
How do we do? Who gives a shit? Okay. Fleet marks, yo. 105. Funk show, brother. I know that I was like at first using 4 of the people I have in the Gary the Klingon fleet, but I haven't really loaded them up in a while because I was doing that Starbase 1 Elite AFK.
Griebig says, 117 ambush kills to go.
Holy shit, man. That is awesome. Only that many left. Yeah, I have 675 of basically 2,500. So I'm nowhere near. I forget all about that shit. I just now got back into a ship that has cloaking because I was in that Galaxy class.
Griebig says, I have been grinding, not as much as others, but enough.
Yeah. What does it give you though? Like for all that, is it really worth anything? Why won't it let me select that? Okay, that one it did. All right. Improved Hunter's Instinct. And then this one gives you 4% chance and 1% critical chance buff to self for 15 seconds.
Grievous says, supposed to be a really good doff.
Yeah, let's see, Beck Nifru. My gosh, they got weird names. Could not equip more than 3 of this item. How in the heck are you going to get 2 more? Unless it means like whatever that person does. That's far-fetched right there for Gary anyway. He's pretty much not there yet for that. Still need to do this. Commendation rank 4 and marauding. I'm almost done with this one here. 147 and 150 of the randoms. I like to do 1 random a day.
Grievous says, I still have 1k melee kills to go.
Ooh, those are tough. Like completely? Like the whole 1,000? And then, let's see, 15 Qs against Romulans. I got to do that one still. And then the last 5 story arcs for under Gary. A lot of the parts of them are done, but not all of them, because I just can't make myself do story missions.
Grievous says, 1k to get the 2,500.
Oh wow! I got that up here. Improved Warrior's Blood. Yowcha magoucha. Gary needs to like have a bunch of stuff.
Grievous says, I just need to take the time to focus and grind it out.
That's right. You need to figure out a way to AFK it. Put everything in one little hotbar and just go bimp, 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 bimp. You need to have like droves of enemies coming in. Let's see. Let's send Gary to do some combat. I want to build up his Dyson marks, because the Dyson marks is what I use for, you know, a lot of my dilithium. And I need to check on the dilithium that I have in the Zen exchange, or well, dilithium exchange. I doubt it's exchanged yet. It's like 3 million worth or whatever of dilithium. Get off there. Get back on there. Get off of there. Wrong one again, dumbass. Okay.
OXNYX053 says, Nimbus. Load the doffs up with melee things. Start at the stronghold, and work your way back and forth.
Oh, hell yeah. That's a good idea. Nimbus do the thing now. So have 5,000 or 500 times... I can't remember how much. It will equal 5,000 whenever that's gotten. The other one is 1,736. So what is that then? Let's see. Okay, 5,000. Okay, so yeah, that's 2,500,000 dilithium right there for the 5,000 one. And the other one, that's 6, yeah. Times, it's 868. Okay, so a little over 3.2 million dilithium sitting there in the exchange already for like a week. So I'm looking forward to that sitting there for another 3 weeks. Maybe a little bit longer, depending, because you know how it is. Time to go die at the Allied Zone. Explosion! I was thinking with my 3D recognizer from Tron that I'm making, the animation could be where it kind of flies towards the screen and hits or whatever, and then shakes its little head, backs away, and goes. Blah, 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 blah. Then it trips over something, and the frame spins around in circles. Then just crashes to the ground in blocks or whatever. Then pulls itself together and then goes off screen. Would that be funny?
OXNYX053 says, I even have the legendary Scimitar which has the cloaked barrage.
Scimitar
and knoweth hard points being foes. And haven't grinned out kills. Orion 1 star says, can I ask you a question to the person that's playing the game? Yes, I can't pronounce your name. Do you start Frack Online Community Hub Facebook group?
My username is Scorpwana. I'm the one playing the game. What is Frack Online Community Hub? I don't know what that is. Are you talking about like fracking as in the swear word for Battlestar Galactica, or in the oil and
Orion 1
industry?
star says, do you use Star Trek Online Community Hub Facebook group?
No. I don't use Facebook really. I have it, but I don't use it. Especially not for anything online.
OXNYX053 says, no, he does not. OXNYX053 says, no, I do not either.
I mean, I've got it for like getting in touch with me through my job and all that as a personal account, but I don't have anything like community-wise or nothing. Dun, dun, dun,
Murdoch says, https://www.youtube.com/watch v = f6xjy36nxm. OXNYX053 says, but hells to the yet, ask any question. We might answer. Orion 1 star says, thanks for clarifying to the poster under me in case there was any audio cuts. Well, anyways, to the point, I think I'm going to stop. They don't understand why I'm posting so much and they think I'm just post spamming them, so I've got kind of a block going on, so I'm not sure if I'm going to bother trying to help anybody anymore.
Were you like the only person posting, and since you're the only one doing it, it looks to them as though you're spamming their Facebook group with too much information? That's the thing. If they're a group and they're not posting shit, then somebody's got to post some shit. Oh yeah.
Orion 1 star says, it might be that way. This could be a couple of quiet days because I've got medical conditions going on. I'm spending a lot of time in the house with nothing to do. OXNYX053 says, I got banned from a Twitch channel once for logging in, getting dropped by having bad intwebs, and logging back in.
Ouch. Bastards. I've gotten banned from one just for asking a simple question. Somebody had asked a simple question themselves to somebody, and they got banned, and I was like, why'd you ban them?
I think I got bot banned for looking like a bot.
Bot ban. You look just like a bot. You've got that bot name and everything.
Orion 1 star says, okay, so I want to ask a cause and effect question about any of the recruitment events. Have you ever been able to make a recruit not completely tutorial, then during the next cycle when it was going on, could you use that same character to finish the tutorial and get the beacon or transponder?
Yeah. That's how you get it. You just, if you're still in the middle of tutorial, then once you finish it after the event's been unlocked, you can still become one of those people.
OXNYX053 says, yes.
That's how one of mine became one of the recruits or whatever. I had it. I was doing a TOS back in the day, and I never made them move from the past. And whenever the recruit event came up, I was like, okay, well, I'll do it now. And it gave me a recruit and a transponder and everything. So as long as you're still in the tutorial stage, I think even one of my Jim Hadar, I had a Jim Hadar and I waited until the recruit came around again for a Jim Hadar to make him an official recruit person. Like a rhinestone cowboy.
OXNYX053 says, not only that, but once you have the event tutorial toon you can complete them at your leisure as you like. You will only miss out on the event bonus. Orion 1 star says, thank you, I needed this, I needed to hear this from two separate people to actually get confirmation with as much posting as I'm doing. I don't know if people are lying to me to shut me up.
Or did they tell you yes and you didn't think they were telling the truth?
Murdoch says, if you haven't seen this video it's worth a watch. https://www.youtube.com/watch, v = f6xjy36nxm.
Ooh, 41.
OXNYX053 says, I am grinding out a Delta or 4, plus a Klingon recruit.
You're trying to get all those free gifts for your new people.
Orion 1 star says, well, that happened much later, but originally people just kept telling me complete the tutorial without any explanation or insight, and I have told them I have computer problems. The temporal recruitment event is the worst one ever to do on my machine. OXNYX053 says, my temporal and Jem'Hadar recruit are completed.
Yeah, I think the Jem'Hadar is like really short. That whole recruit part. I was really kind of just blah with that one. The temporal one the first time around was long, but now it's shorter. I mean, I still have like separate screenshots of the differences in the transponder there. Come on, somebody's going to capture some shit. I know they are. Alright, tell you what. I'll tell you what you do, man. Damn. There are people over here. I know it. Yep. Because there are always going to be people standing around. Okay, I need you, Kagan, to go over here because you're going to be sacrificed to the gods.
Orion 1 star says, well, I
person.
got a question. When you do it without the event being on, do you still get the transponder? What are you missing out if you try to complete it without the event being on?
No, you become just a regular officer if the event's not activated. Like if you started a character during the event and never finished to get your receiver, transponder, or anything like that, then you'll...
Orion 1 star says, thank you very much, Scorp. This has been a big help. I may have a lot of questions for you in the future. I hope you don't mind.
Oh, I don't mind. Oxnix is a good... He's good at knowing because he's played longer than I have. Arcanaloth is good at knowing it too. Murdoch's here in the chat. Riz, if you ever see Romeo India Zulu, he plays on console, but still it's the same thing for console. Samuel Wraith may even know too. But yeah, creating a character during the event.
OXNYX053 says, for temporal, 1 to 3 dill ore per kill for all your tons and any team members. I think. OXNYX053 says, that is the during event bonus.
Boom. So yeah, to clarify, if you make a recruit or make a character during a recruit and you do not finish the tutorial, but then the recruit goes off and then you finish,
Murdoch
it just becomes
says,
a regular one.
The answer is, you go to add remove programs and look for Stow, then uninstall. Pretty easy.
Alt F4.
Orion 1 star says, okay, so I just have to wait until September. I'm sorry, I really am. If people would have given more insight instead of giving me the rubber stamp answer of just complete the tutorial, this would have been satisfied 3 months earlier.
Oh. Yeah, people can be assholes out there, that's for damn sure. Kagan is stuck. He can't move. Oh shit. I ain't getting nothing for that. My people died over there and they gave me nothing. Got 5 to lithium ore and 1 experience point. Okay, Gary. Okay, Gary. That's good, Gary. Okay, Gary.
Orion 1 star says, so I've made a decision. I'm not going to be contributing to the Star Trek community hub where there apparently is no community. I will be lurking and taking codes or whatever I can find, but I'm not going to be helping anybody else out. You guys are different. I don't mind helping you out. If I come across anything, I will try to help you guys out. You guys have been great.
Cool, man. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, no problem. That's the thing, like, if you ever, like, just any questions, mostly for all the people that are on Twitch, like, the ones that I have, the ones that I have, like, went under Twitch and watched, you know, like Grumpy Old Nord, Trizander, there's even that, guy they call Augie, MC Stu, these people
Grievous
that are out
says,
there, they have a lot of
some
information.
people out there think THEY6 are helping but come across like you have to do things this way.
Yeah, even Greebog, he's helpful. Mostly just all the Twitch users that I've come across out there that have played the game for a while, that are really into it, they know, you know, they will help you. And that's why it comes back around to the game itself. Like you know, a lot of the stuff in the game, it doesn't really show you or tell you. You have to figure it out yourself, you know. The tutorial, like, only does so much. Come on. Come on, get off the red
Orion
alert.
1 star says, I don't know Ogie personally, but I got some sad news for you guys. He is going to be terminating his channel by this time next year. I don't know if he would mind if you copied some of his videos for your own reference, but I had to do that for ground builds and I wasn't able to ask him for permission because he doesn't have litter access open. OXNYX053 says, dude, I like this game so much. Not only have I convinced my wife to play, but I taught my 7-year-old to play. She is 11 now and can carry anyone on ground advanced. Murdoch says,
that's pretty awesome.
Who? Murdoch says, oh Ogie, okay.
He's terminating his channel in a year? I didn't know that.
OXNYX053 says, Augmented Dictator is leaving the Stowe community. Orion 1 star says, Augmented Dictator.
Is it because of his health? Because I know he recently had, like, that surgery. His videos? You mean like he has highlights on there?
Health and people being dicks to him.
Oh. So Orion, you downloaded
Murdoch
some of his
says,
videos?
It would be nice if he just left his YouTube videos up though.
Well, yeah, I mean...
Orion 1 star says, I think part of it is his health and I think it's part of it is him having experiences with people like I am not a person. I'm saying he's having bad experiences from other people like I'm having bad experiences from other people.
Yeah, a lot of the community out there can be like assholes and stuff. Well, yeah, I mean, he could probably like keep his videos up or something, you know. Doing away with the Twitch channel or the YouTube channel. Like, which one would he be doing? Maybe even it could be a factor of Twitch, because Twitch keeps changing all their shit around and making it harder for people to do anything with Twitch. So he could be leaving Twitch and staying on YouTube. That could be a thing. Because I know he has stuff over there. And he may just have
Murdoch
his videos
says,
there. I mean,
like bad experiences from other people that are having bad experiences. I mean from people that have bad experiences having bad experiences from other people.
Yeah.
Griebig says, he is stopping making content for anything. Orion 1 star says, YouTube, and I think he's going to terminate his videos. That's why I'm taking them, and I feel really bad about it, but I need the resources. This is an act of survival and desperation. I'm not trying to steal from him, but I need those up.
Right. Well, I can understand, like, on Twitch, there's only so long that a regular video can stay. For affiliates and those under, it's like 14 days if you choose to save the video on your page. Or you can have it highlighted and say forever.
OXNYX053 says, he is a decent stow tool to reference builds off of, but he suffers from being a content creator and whaleist. So a lot of the players cannot figure out how to sub out. Easy to acquire, for now impossible to acquire stuff.
Yeah, and then being pressured by the community doesn't help his health either. But I don't see why he would do away with the ones on YouTube. I mean, and there's no way to just, you know, let people have your video on there. There are methods of getting videos, but versus Twitch, you can pretty much just download Twitch videos straight, even if they're not available to download. Even the chat, you can download the chat up from anybody's. It's public. It's out there. So as long as it exists, all you have to do is just go to a certain location on the internet, which is not illegal, and you can download it. It's amazing.
Murdoch says, I've learned a lot from Ogi. I have most of his builds. I still plan on doing one more meta build that I have everything. I understand him not wanting to make new content, but I agree he should just leave the content up even if he leaves.
Yeah.
OXNYX053 says, I hope his YouTube stuff stays up, but it will become dated in less than a year. Orion 1 star says, what I have to do is I have to put his videos up on a YouTube channel, keep them private and let them premiere for my own use. I need the space for other things that are more important on my computer.
Gotcha, yeah. So you re-upload and make them private. That's a good idea, actually. Yeah, well, people have, you know, their own thing that they do in life, and he's probably trying to focus more on being healthy.
You can still glean good things from old videos though. Still informative even if they aren't meta anymore. Mechanics are same.
Yeah. That's why you'll never learn a damn thing from me, but I'll have content out there.
OXNYX053 says, shucks, I still use the freaking Drake build on some tunes. That is like an OG build. Orion 1 star says, as an experiment what I did is I made them public, and because 10 videos premiered at the same time, I think I might be blocked from uploading videos for maybe 1 more hour, but the rest of the videos will go up in private, basically because I know the ship builds will go out of date and there's a lot of his builds that are only well accessible. I've basically focused on ground builds.
I mean, is it like, how long are the videos usually? I mean, if it's just the build, you know, or whatever, you could probably like just take screen caps of the videos themselves and save them as like pictures or something instead of actual videos. Like if you want to just visually have a thing to look at. That's one thing that I've actually wanted to do, was make like this list, you know, like not like an Excel list, but an online type thing where you save your build and you can access it and change things with it or whatever. But there's so many factors in this game and so many items that to keep up with that would just be insane. And then like you know, like say if you put an engine in the engine slot and you already had this ability to go this fast, and when you put the engine there, it adjusts the speed.
Orion 1 star says, I understand that. That's why I'm only concentrating on the ground builds.
Right. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people are like on that. I'm not much on knowing what the hell I'm doing.
OXNYX053 says, Drake build is Eng specific. Use 3 copies of E power to something, to PROC the Eng captain skill to get power to all energy stuff. I now run it on 2, because of cooldown reduction to things exists now.
Bonk. If Gary can survive a ground build like he has and still have all these damages, anybody can. My goodness. Come on, damn it. Alright, run. Chakrin. Chakrin. You come now, Chakrin. Kree Jaffa. Jaffa Kree, or some shit. What you need is like what we have here is a Encyclopedia Britannicus. we got a ox.
OXNYX053 says, there is like 3 valid ground skill sets, and everything else is twakeable.
Yeah, well, it always depends too. Like if what you want to do for grounds, you know, if you want to follow somebody else's example, there's nothing wrong with that. But to make something yourself, you know, like me, I have no clue what the hell I'm ever doing. I take suggestions, I do little tweaks myself, and find out that I did it wrong, and go back and fix it. Like when I first started playing this game, I just threw everything. You know how you get the free stuff for completing the early missions and stuff like that. And I just kept throwing it on my ship thinking, oh, this is good. You know, it's better than what I have. But I didn't know you like sets and stuff that actually needed to be made. That's why Ox needs to have him a stream. Murdox needs to stream. Arcanaloth needs to stream. Riz needs to stream. Streamers needed. That's what I'm gonna say. The Star Trek community, streaming community, is very small. We need more people out there to stream. I can't hold it together by myself, Captain. Which I'm not. I'm not good at this shit. So. Ooh, 14. That means I'll get 1 point. Okay, yeah.
Orion 1 star says, the thing is with his videos I need him to speak because I can't read the text on an image, it's too small, it's like trying to read tooltips when you go over a kid module or something. OXNYX053 says, people that build ground shield tanks, I have a tag that can one-shot them. Same ground build runs elites and hits like a frigate on doing mob control with that same build.
Damn, talking about an introduction there, Dalek Curlin. Shit. Oh, 14. I needed 1 more. My God. Well, yeah. Do you get the?
Daddy. My zipper's stuck.
His zipper's stuck, Daddy. Do you get the 1080p video quality?
Samuraith says, his zipper's stuck, Scorp.
Zipper's stuck. My zipper's stuck, Daddy.
Get in the car, Junior.
Get in the car.
But Daddy, my zipper's stuck.
Get in the car,
Junior.
Daddy, my fly's still on.
Let me tell you something, Junior. If you ever embarrass me like that again, I'm going to get an axe.
Samuraith says,
and you're never going to have to open your fly again.
OXNYX053 says, at Orion 1 star, are you on a small laptop?
He has vision problems, Oxnix. And other things.
Orion 1 star says, yes, I do have 1080p on my 17-in laptop, still too damn small to read this microtext. I only have 1 roll now for myself. When I get a device I check it, and if it has heavy flashing effects I will not use it.
Yeah, and he probably uses, or Augie probably uses like a smaller user interface or UI, so it's hard to see.
OXNYX053 says, is HDMI that thing to a smart TV an option?
That's why I leave mine at default. I can see it. It's just too small whenever I change
Samuraith
the
says,
thing.
how's you at Oxnix053? Orion 1 star says, not for me, it's not, I can't get access to one.
Can't get access to an HDMI connection or just to a TV?
Hey, what the hell's going on?
Mills Lane catches him in the closet again.
Samu Wraith says, LOL. OXNYX053 says, at Samu Wraith pleasantly plastered.
And yet can hold a very good conversation. That comes with practice.
Orion 1 star says, it's the HDMI, I don't have a cord long enough, and being in wheelchair I can't even read it's mounted to the wall, and if I'm like 10 feet away from the screen I can't read any texts that far away anyways.
Right.
OXNYX053 says, ah. Samu Wraith says, at Oxnix053 I'm starting to get hyped up on caffeine, needed it for work lol. OXNYX053 says, well, smart.
Oh my goodness, it couldn't say smart TV, it said smart. Everybody here's got a fleet. Gary, no! Does any have any ships that are needing help here?
OXNYX053
That's
says,
a joke, boy.
smart
You missed
TC.
it. Went right past you.
Samu
You gotta
Wraith
keep.
says,
I say you gotta
I'm
keep
going
on
to
your
pull a
toes.
Beavis, I have a ton of caffeine score, haha. Orion 1 star says, we are possessed by caffeine Janeway. MC Wolfcat 1 says, Gary no.
MC Wolfcat.
I need TV for my bunghole.
MC Wolfcat 1 says, haha. Wolf 2 lava coffee, Wolf 2 lava coffee, Wolf 2 goof.
Hello there. Good morning to you.
OXNYX053 says, smart TV. Orion 1 star says, is caffeine Janeway with you? Samu Wraith says, at Wolfcat 1 caffeine is very very good, thumbs underscore up.
Invite to fleet. Party invited. Invite to... Ooh, there's an armada.
MC Wolfcat 1 says, good evening to you. How's you today, Scorpy?
I'm here. Invite to fleet.
MC Wolfcat 1 says,
everybody.
at Samu Wraith he hi hi. Indeeds. Samu Wraith says, need MOAR more caffeine lol. Orion 1 star says, what drew me to Augie is a conversation on Discord about him being part blind but he's missing his whole left eye I think, but he's still a gamer that's dealing with a blindness issue. That's what drew me to him in the first place.
Oh, wow, he's got it bad, doesn't he? I mean, he recently had like part of his liver removed.
Samu Wraith says, SCORPs is he ya a. OXNYX053 says, can you stream Ogie on a smart TV, and just pause that stuff?
Yeah, do you have, since you have a laptop, if you have Windows 10 and Smart TV, you should be able to mirror your screen over to the TV. I mean, that would be set up by using the remote. There's no wires involved.
Samu Wraith says, I miss Ogie.
That is if the Smart TV is got larger print. Of course, also, Orion Star, if you save the videos on your hard drive...
Orion 1 Star says, I don't know how to do that, and if this something got messed up I would get heat for it and be pressured on how to fix it, and I don't want to risk that, but I don't.
If you,
Samu Wraith says, he either made me laugh or his vids were helpful.
Well, if
MC
you're looking for
Wolfcat
some
1
good news,
says,
I can see
what
again.
happened? I keep seeing stuff about Augie, but I have no idea.
Looks like you guys got in a wreck.
OXNYX053 says, also MC Stu is another person that does builds, but tends to do both Massive Whale and F2 play builds.
Yeah, MC Stu's pretty good. He has a YouTube channel out there as well. I think he YouTube streams and not Twitch streams. If you have Virtual Dub, which is a video program, you can open up video
Samu
files
says,
and you can use
at
the Zoom on
Wolfcat 1
that.
he took a long break from Sto. Streamlabs says, at Scorpwana can we call it quits early? I have another channel I'm supposed to be in soon.
Yeah, Augie actually like was in the hospital for a while.
MC
Became
Wolfcat1 says,
unresponsive.
at Samurai Thaw okay.
His wife found him unresponsive, right? And like he was gonna have some surgery to remove part of his liver and stuff like that, and stomach or whatever.
Samuraith says, Streamlabs hush.
So he's been like in the hospital, doctors and all that kind of stuff lately.
MC Wolfcat1 says, at Streamlabs watch it bot. Emma ban you.
Emma ban you. Emma. Won't ban ye. But yeah, you can use Virtual Dub to zoom in to segments, or here's the thing, on every computer, every what is it called? Dang it, I can't remember.
MC Wolfcat1 says,
accessibility.
I heard I was in hospital. I hope all is well with him.
It's the accessibility option to turn on the magnifier. You can have the magnifier hover over parts of your screen and you can see it bigger.
He was in the hospital, he's okay now, but some dumb drama happened with his viewers and he was like screw it and left no idea when he's returning.
That sucks.
MC Wolfcat1 says, he. OXNYX053 says, at Orion 1-star, most smart TVs offer YouTube as a channel to just broadcast.
Yeah.
Also, most smart TVs can let you link a lot of devices to mirror the screen to swap screen a phone to a TV. MC Wolfcat1 says, at Samurai Thoof.
Yeah, so you can use the magnifier to just zoom in on your stuff. I wonder if that causes that to zoom in. Let's find out. Let's find out here, mister. No.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly, I said, damn it. Yeah. Play, pause, magnifier. It's pretty awesome.
Samuraith says, let's find out, mister.
Let's find out, mister.
Orion 1-star says, thank you guys, I appreciate this. So Virtual Dub, as for the magnifier, I do use a magnifier on screen when I'm looking over items, but when I try to look over a pop-up text, the magnifier cuts it off.
Yeah, the magnifier's, but it can be a bit of a cranky little bastard.
Streamlabs says, MC Wolfcat1 is now lurking B.
But I have Virtual Dub, which is a video editing program that's free.
Samuraith says, like Evil Kirk Scorp.
You can like open a video file in it and go frame by frame.
Samuraith says, at Wolfcat1, good to see you.
And when you go frame by frame,
Just says, oh okay.
You can also use the zoom in, zoom out feature that it has, but you have to have it in a certain location, else you can't see the whole thing. But I have 32-bit and I have 64-bit. Let me see, recognizer. Because it'll show you, like, if you have a 1080 video, like, on the screen, and you right-click on it, you can say zoom, and you go to, like,
200% says, heck, all my wife's phones, current and older ones, and our Android pad can cast to our TV. My phone became the only one with default to being an adult access cannot. MC Wolfcat1 says, at Samuraith, good to see you too, hehe. Might see me more here as my sleep schedule is now where it should be.
Computer ain't gonna come over here and shut that dang old dog up.
Orion 1-star says, okay, I will look that up. Virtual them. Also, I want to warn you, if anybody uses Real Player for videos, it puts extra crap on your machine and it sets things to start up that will really slow down your computer, if not stopping entirely. I had a problem with this 2 or 3 times, so I'm just giving a warning. Hope nobody runs into this Roach Motel trap. OXNYX053 says, having an 11 and 5-year-old girl can cause a bit of paranoia. Samuraith says, at Wolfcat1, yet I'm the usual night owl. Orion 1 star says, it happens when you restart your computer. OXNYX053 says, at Orion 1 star known for almost 20 years.
Yeah, I used to have Real Player myself, and I don't know of anybody that actually still uses that. I even bought it back in the day.
OXNYX053 says, go into your startup menu and shut that stuff off.
Yeah, I didn't even know they still like actually had that out there. Or you can go to the the startup stuff like Task Manager, startup there, and you can disable anything you want to start up, or you can use the what was the original thing used? msconfig or whatever. Is that still in Windows?
Orion 1 star says, they are charging for it. I did an update for dark mode, and this is where I run into the problem. I do not pay for video downloading software.
Yeah,
I
but
get whatever is
cool
free.
this time, because that show sucked.
Yeah, really. You have no oxygen. Blah, 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 blah.
Ew. What, the van down by the river? That's Farley. Charging for it? Yeah, Real Player used to cost money. Well, you can get the free version, but to encode stuff or whatever, Real Player 1, you had to buy it.
It's funny! Well, get over it!
Or you could, if you want to screen record, you can download OBS. It's free, and it can capture anything on your screen if you tell it to. A window, or the whole screen, or like a little thing here, a snippet there. It's a whole lot better. That's what I'm using now, actually.
Orion 1 star says, with all the sound interruptions you are giving great advice, but you keep getting cut off. Can you send this to me in a private message?
Well, it's just OBS. OBS is good. That's what I mean. Like I'm using OBS right now to stream, and it has a record button to record your screen, record a window, anything you want like that. So it's good for that, and it's free. That's pretty much what I was saying. Yeah.
Orion 1 star says, can it record gameplay?
Yeah. It's recording my gameplay right now, and it's sending it to Twitch. You mean you can record and stream at the same time if you want, but I choose to stream.
Sails unfurled?
Mirab. And you set it up to like what kind of compression. It saves the file locally on your computer, or just screen capture. You know, whatever you want to do. That's how I actually captured a lot of the video clips that I use. By using this thing that I'm using right now. It's the Streamlabs version, but
Orion 1 star says, okay, I will have to put this on Notepad on immediately.
Yes. Yeah, I could let's see, OBS. Oh bullshit. OBS. I have both. I have one for making scripts for somebody else. I use just OBS to test, and then I have OBS desktop or Streamlabs desktop. But yeah, I mean, and even like Windows has the built-in
Samu Wraith says, she just do it.
Just do it. Make your dreams come true. Do it. There's the Xbox Game Bar that's in Windows 10 and on that you can use to record the screen too. I know that's still around. And if you ever need like help
Samu
figuring
Wraith
out,
says, he just walked on screen and walked off. Orion 1 star says, but I don't have a working Xbox.
No, it's not. It's not for Xbox. It's the Xbox Game Bar that comes with Windows 10. Here's one that's not going to show up. Yeah, you go to your search bar at the bottom.
Orion 1 star says, The other program was called Virtual Dub.
Yes, Virtual Dub is a video editing program, and it's free.
Samu Wraith says, I can't hear you, Shia, lol.
It's free, and when you open a video with it, you can right-click on the video and choose to scale it up. But if you don't have enough room on your screen, it won't let you move over or anything. So that's one of the bad things about it. However, you can use the, let me go into it again. You can go to the Filters tab underneath Video at the top of it, and there you can crop out and like cut things or whatever and resize here or there, whatever you need to see the screen with. It's just like little screenshots mostly. Yeah, or the print screen button on the computer. I mean, you can do that. You can pause it. VLC Media Player. If you don't have that installed, I highly recommend it because it's one of the world's best video players. It's got the ability to zoom and all that stuff too. Let me just open it temporarily for some reason. Let's see what I'm going to open. Recognizer HD. It has no audio, which it's not supposed to. Yeah. So from what I'm looking at, I have a video that's 1080p. I can right click on it, go to video, and zoom in double the amount. And it's not going to really like show much of a zoom, but you can also crop it to where you can see it. Set aspect ratio, take screen caps, that sort of thing. It's all programs that are out there. 3 hours, 27 minutes. Ew. Ew. What is that? Small Streamers DC Community? Never heard of that one.
Orion 1 star says, Score, thank you so much. Now I don't have to make screenshots and post them to that stupid Facebook page.
Nah. Yeah, let me see if like the Xbox Game Bar. Let me type it in here. Xbox Game Bar. Yeah, it's still an app on Windows. When you take screenshots and make game clips, you will see them here. All right. Maybe just call the Xbox one then. Yeah, it still has. It's got the capture settings and everything. It's got the record button, the picture taking button, microphone on or off, and record the last second button.
OXNYX053 says, in-game callback for a running a temporal recruit in the chat bar, as a 75-meter range, /target temporal probe.
Target temporal probe. Yeah, a lot of people forget about the commands in the game. I use it regularly because of the way mission shit. Yeah. I am going to call this a stream, people. I'd like to thank everybody for coming over here. Greebog for raiding me with 9 people. Wow. And he caught me today. Yesterday he didn't. As soon as I clicked off of it, I closed everything down and went to Twitch to...
Just Call Makower says, oh, okay.
I went over to Twitch to have the export go out to YouTube with it and looked in Discord, and they showed me the screenshot of he just had raided me and stuff. I was like, oh, crap, you know. So he caught me today.
Samu Wraith says, well, man, sorry wasn't here long, but good to see you on.
Yeah, I even got on earlier today and I was working on my recognizer from Tron. Streamed for maybe like an hour and 15 to 20-ish minutes or whatever. If anybody want to go watch that, it's boring as hell. I mean, it's about as boring as this is to me or to y'all or whatever. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to worry about playing the red alert red shirt things.
OXNYX053 says, I need to go to bed so I can get up and vote early. I will be out of state on Tuesday.
Alrighty, dude. My goodness, I just like popped a blister and red and like blood now. That's one of my favorite ones right there. I tell you, the blood came out. I'm sniffing the blood. It smells like iron. A lot of iron in my blood, I guess. Does it taste like?
OXNYX053 says, see you some on Friday.
Alrighty,
and
dude.
a bit on Saturday.
Alright.
Orion 1 star says, the temporal recruit chat text I screenshot that with my phone so I can look that up when I get it big enough. Murdoch says, night.
Hell, dude, you could download the actual whole chat log from Twitch. Or you can go back and rewatch this very thing. Because it'll be up for 14 days.
OXNYX053 says, want me to PM you that command?
PM command. Night Murdochs. But
Orion 1 star says, what download the entire chat yet I would like that. OXNYX053 says, / target temporal probe.
Target temporal probe and fire. What do you do with that? Like if you use it. Let's see. What is that program called? I think I have it in my stream stuff here. Twitch Downloader. Oh, it's just called Twitch Downloader.
Orion 1 star says, I've heard that command helps you find temporal probes. It gives away their locations.
Oh, well that would have been helpful way back in the day.
OXNYX053 says, IDK how to download that chat.
Let's see. Yeah, you go to Google and type in Twitch Downloader. The first link says Clipper. Twitch Clip Downloader. Oh, that's Twitch Clip Downloader. I don't need that one. Videos. I don't remember where I got this from. But it's called Twitch Downloader, and it downloads like the chat. Because I use it for myself, like whenever I want to do something with a video or whatever like that, I'll read back through it. I don't know where I got that from. Wait. It would be in my downloads, I think. Like actual downloads. Let's see. Name. Let's see. Twitch downloaders CLI Windows 64-bit. Yeah, I downloaded it 6/24/22.
OXNYX053 says, when I became a truck diver, I started becoming a Luddite. If I was meant to have it, God would have given it to me.
God showed up, Lieutenant Dan. Copy. Okay, here's the page where you can get Twitch Downloader.
Scorpwana says, https://github.com/lay295/ Twitch downloader /releases.
Yeah, it's a GitHub. You just download the zip file. You can unzip it and use it to practically just like browse Twitch and get stuff.
OXNYX053 says, or if it is technology based, I make my wife figure it out and she does it for me.
There you go. He's got it figured out. All right. I'm going to shut her down, everybody. Everybody.
OXNYX053 says, yet, I do the wiring, go figure. Orion 1 star says, thanks very much. Hey, do you have the theme song to Airwolf?
Do I have the
Just
theme
call
song
Mikor
to
says,
Airwolf?
oh, okay.
The theme song to Airwolf? Do I have the theme song to Airwolf?
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Yes. Just call me Core. Hello and good night, dude. By Jan Hammer.
Murdoch says, classic, it's in 6/8. Orion 1 star says, how do I get that sound bite?
I just went to YouTube
Murdoch
and listened
says,
to it.
I did that song in the game APB.
But I do have it here. The Airwolf theme, original TV by Jan
Murdoch
Hammer.
says, in-game MIDI for others to buy. OXNYX053 says, much more would be copyright striked.
That's right. It's 2 minutes and 58 seconds long. There's even somebody on YouTube that recorded their own version that sounds identical to that one, without the helicopter.
Orion 1 star says, I love the theme song. I'll look it up on YouTube.
I used to love Airwolf. We was in love together. No, all right, I'm gonna click in stream in 5 count seconds of my hand. 5, 4.
Orion 1 star says,
3.
who did their own theme song version of that?
You can just look it up on YouTube. It's a type Airwolf theme. Charlie, get your ass over and get shot. It always wants to default to that one for some reason.
Captain, I see something!
Yeah, this guy here. Let's see. Copy link. Because he did a damn good job of it.
Scorpwana says, https://www.youtube.com/watch v=2z_ESG4u4g. OXNYX053 says, RNG goes nope.
RNG goes nope. M-O-N. Alright. Calling it quits. Clicking out now. Y'all have a good night, morning, and evening. Wherever you are in the world, stay cheeky breaky, as Boris would say.